Broadcasting here from Atlanta. Broadcasting here from Atlanta. Couple of different feeds for you to let me get my image situated here so that you can see it a little better. We'll try to pick the feeds that are a little bit less pixelated as we go. Welcome. These folks are all the way to it looks like they're in Piedmont Park right now. And moving or not, but we'll have Adam here for some on the scene commentary here shortly. Big shout out to our friends who are helping us broadcast today. We really appreciate the really so we have is chopping see if I'm getting any other notes of issues here. Thank you, friend. Would you send me another to let me know if it is improved at all? Chatting here for a second. Could signal issue here a moment ago. Yeah, so assuming people can. This is the hands-off protest in Atlanta. We're marching from Mont Park over to the Capitol, which is about 2.5 mile distance, and it's a little bit of a mug. And it is so let's see if I can give y'all a little bit of so kind of hanging out at the Piedmont area. I know that, and that should be starting once everybody kind of gets in the area. Oh, now I see Adam is on.
Hello?
Let's see. All right, Adam, do I have you?
I still can't hear you though, buddy.
Hey.
Adam's on the screen. Can you turn me up?
I'm getting messages that
He's on screen somewhere.
Turn that. So thanks for your patience, everybody. We are continuing to work through some new broadcasts. Let's see. Stick with us. We appreciate the patience. Cut these two off for a moment. Actually, I'll bring Adam back up. Can still hear his audio when he has it going. Let's see. All right. Adam, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Adam, I can hear you. Can you hear me? No? Can you hear me now? No? Can you hear me now? And me talking and saying I can hear you. Repeat. Yeah, so this protest happening all around the country, lots of different cities doing it in different ways. So
Can you hear me, Cal?
I expect that we'll see. I can.
So I just can't hear you.
I can.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you
Yes,
control the
country
volume on
today.
your end?
Throughout the day, country today. Throughout the day of
I am.
check your phone.
All right, I'm looking at his camera. You can mute me, Cal. I don't need to be on anything.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know to say TV, but live things. So, yeah, one of the things that we've been working through is the challenge of broadcasting where it's Grayson's camera. So I'll go ahead and pull Grayson's camera. So I'll go ahead and pull. Still kind of working my all the oops and tricks to getting stuff and tricks to getting stuff. We're really hoping to be able to bring you all events like this error-free in future. And that's going to take a little bit of practice on our end just to make sure that we've got some quality feed stuff happening. It sounds like we've got folks cheering, hey, hey, ho, ho. A protest specifically about some discontent what's going on in our government right now. So far we've covered, I think this is our third iteration of a protest that we've covered, and all of them have been peaceful, all of them have been full. It's been pretty straightforward.
Nice to see you.
I'm so sorry, I forgot your name. Angela, you're my new best friend, Angela.
Friends being made all the time. We love it. All right. So throughout our day, we're going to try to go back up and running. And when we do that, we'll in the protest and this is great. Looks like we're moving at a comfortable pace right now. It's going to take a minute for them to get to the Capitol, I suspect. It looks like they might be now with the park on the left, and there's neighborhood on the right. So for anybody joining us, we are following the march from Piedmont Park to the Georgia Capitol, which is in the city of Atlanta. And that march is about 2.5 miles long. And even though it's as heck out there, so it's otherwise a really beautiful day for being outside, if you don't mind pollen. If you've ever been to Atlanta, the pollen situation is a lot like snow in other places. Everything is covered right now. It is just absolutely green and yellow as could be. So it looks like we've got a feed from Adam. So waiting for So Politico says that there are 1,200 of these protests going on around the country today. And the theme here, as we said before, is hands off, which I've seen signs from friends posted online and signs in this area, or in the broadcast as well, that Medicare to hands off my sister, hands off my 401k. It's I've seen kids with hands off my school signs on there. All of it's been great. Adam, no, I cannot hear you. I can see you, but I cannot hear you. Nope. I cannot hear you.
Hi, Katie, good to meet you. I'll do my best to remember that.
Looks like making its way towards. I'm not sure if they're near the rainbow crosswalks now. Looks like the Flying Biscuit on the left. Yeah, the rainbow crosswalks are coming up here. This is a fun spot if you've ever been to Atlanta Pride. It's an awesome spot to be able to marching down. No, Adam, I cannot hear you. We're marching down the street and I'm sorry, I don't understand what you tell me. We're marching down the street and you're kind of coming downhill and you can see the crowd to the left and the right of you, and there's a ton of people there. We have a giant Pride Festival in Atlanta, and it's it's a pretty neat spot when you're in the parade. And there's also there's a handful of bars and whatnot over there. They're always playing music and that sort of stuff. It's super neat. All right. Let's see if we're getting no audio Adam yet. Grayson, if you're able to hear me, you're some really good video. I'm loving it. If you're able to show us some of the signs that are in your vicinity, that'd be really cool. If you cannot hear me, we will remain on this ride with you. Looks like you got me. Great. Hopefully you all are good at signs backwards. Fortunately, I'm blessed with dyslexia, so this comes pretty naturally to me. Democracy dies in silence is one of those up ahead. Let's see, we've got I think that's going to say abortion is healthcare. Abortion's some healthcare. That one says on. I think it actually says no. Yeah, okay, great. Yeah, thank you, Grim. That's awesome. We've got some great friends that are helping us broadcast here, which we appreciate. Let's see, we've got Alex's feed here. Let's see what he's got going on. It's a little picketed. We'll try it out. Yeah, it's going to be just a little pixelated, so we'll keep that off to the side here. Excellent. So if you have just joined us, we are broadcasting from Atlanta for the Hands Off.
All right.
We are... Yeah, there you are, Adam.
Can you hear me okay?
Can you? Yeah,
I'm just going to assume that you can because I can't really see you in the light. And for some reason, I can't hear you, which sucks. I'm going to trust you to play what needs to be played. How's that?
I'll manage.
All right, here we go.
Sounds great. He can't hear me. I don't know why I'm answering. All right.
All right. I'm just going to start talking.
If you are just joining us,
you can either mute me when you need to or not. I don't know why I'm not being able to hear you. I apologize for that.
That's okay. To respond as if you can hear me.
Catch up to the protest.
Okay. I'll try to stay out of his way when he does start talking. In any case, if you just joined us, we're in Atlanta. We're marching from Piedmont Park to the Capitol. I don't yet have a sense for how big the march is, but it's definitely looking bigger than the others that we've participated in so far. And love seeing people inside here cheering the marchers on. That's really cool. The distance is 2.5 miles from Piedmont Park to the Capitol, and Atlanta right now is muggy and balmy. So lots of braving the muggy air and the constant snow-like pollen is falling on us right now. All right. We have an intersection blocked off here. I guess it does give a sense for the fact that this is a bigger event than before. Before, we also participated in an event that didn't have, you have to have permits to be able to march in the street and whatnot. We did not have that at the time. So we are clearly a bit bigger. As I was saying before, there's expected to be about 12.
Hey,
and
my name's Adam, and I work for.
That's probably the biggest. Oh, actually,
do us in telling us who you are and what you're doing.
Pull him back on.
Not talking today.
You want to get a tip from my page?
I could do that.
Okay, so we want to respect people's privacy. If they're not into being live, this will be a little bit easier when we get the sound working. Adam and I get the sound working. Adam and I on, but that's okay. But That's okay. Joy here at TransJoy. See what I did there? That was here all afternoon, folks. Forget to tip your waiters. So TransJoy is TransJoy organization where we do a couple things. We do a lot of community building here in Atlanta. We also do digital community building through our podcast and through our social media presence. And we raise money for folks who are in need of different types of trans care. So, and quite busy. And quite busy. Lots of noise. I didn't want to try to talk over it.
All right, I just got my mic recording, so if we want to later, we can sync it up.
Yeah.
Just in case, as a safety recording.
Okay.
So far, I haven't found
I don't know if you can see
anybody
thumbs
willing
up.
to talk on camera, but I'm also near the back of the protest, so we'll keep moving forward, make it back up there to our little volunteer team that you can see. Looks like a lot of hands-off signs and things like that. So we'll keep looking for some
So Adam is working his way back to
protesters.
Adam's working his way in this march. We had a little bit of in this march. We had a little bit of. I'm going to do my best not to speak over him. I'm going to do my best not to speak over him. He's at times mumbling to himself. Yeah, and as Adam's mentioned, he's not seen a whole lot of rainbows. You know, we've definitely
So I'm all the way at the back of the parade. This is by far the
folks
biggest that we've
represented
had.
at all the marches.
When we first started, the first one right after the inauguration, there was only about 40 of us. And the second one, there was about maybe 250. And this is easily 1,000, and I'm at the back. So that's good. That's good. I see a couple of HRC.
Adam and I say we make good cabooses.
Here we go. Hello.
I suspect be able to
My
catch
name
up
is
to
Adam,
folks
and I run a
because
nonprofit
this
called Trans
march
Choice.
is
And
what
we amplify trans voices, and I'm wondering if you're live at the moment.
Yeah.
Would you mind telling us who you are and why you're here? And
Absolutely.
what you love?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm stuck in my necklace. There we go. All right. So we have our first willing participant in an interview.
How are you doing? Thank you for having me. My name is Bentley Hudgens. I use they, them pronouns.
Pronouns. All right. And I'm Adam, he, him pronouns. What brings you up today?
So, look, I'm out today because I am tired of them attacking the trans community.
Right.
Leave us alone. We did not do anything but want to be equal with the rest of America. I helped organize the march when the Human Rights Campaign.
Okay.
And look, LGBTQ plus people have the same rights as everyone else, and I don't think it's insane for us to be treated the same under the Constitution. We deserve equal rights under the law.
Yes, we do. Is this your first protest out this year? Or
Oh, no.
All right. I like that
That's
answer.
right.
I like that answer. Yeah.
That's right.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
What brings you out?
Well, we run Trans Choice.
Yeah.
Our whole mission is to amplify trans voices, and
Yeah.
part of that is telling our stories.
Hell
So, yeah, follow us online. I got some free stuff.
Yeah, please do.
Let's give you some free stuff. Well, here's some stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
Adam found his first
but that's,
interview of the day. We love seeing folks have a day. We love seeing folks having a great experience. Having a great
Thank you.
experience. Let me unmute.
They said act up,
Let
fight
me
back.
unmute. Great.
Would you mind talking to us? Is that okay? All right,
Yeah.
we got one more. So I'm Adam. I'm from TransJoy, and our mission is to amplify trans voices. So we're just trying to get a feel of who's out here and why, and what brings you out. So, yeah, who are you?
I'm Kristen McKenzie. I live here in Atlanta.
Okay, pronouns?
It's she, her.
She, her pronouns? All right. What brings you out today?
Out here protesting against the fascist regime that has risen and making sure their equal rights are around for everyone.
All right. And you brought a little cohort with you?
This is my wife.
Your wife's here? All right, great. It's nice to see you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah. Here, let me give you a little. Yeah, that's our website if you think about it.
Awesome.
That's our website. Oh, and a sticker that is falling apart. But there you go. I only have so many hands.
So here's.
Okay. Sorry about that. I'm still learning.
Grayson
how to,
has stopped a little.
Wow.
Grayson has stopped a little.
Grayson is far ahead of me at the moment, but we will figure that part out.
How hard? They started on. They said, "How hard could it be?" They said. You know, it's a lot of fun for us to work on figuring out some of the technical. Get to cover. See how the community shows up.
Making you all dizzy. So yeah, there's a lot of hands off for all sorts of things, but I'm not seeing a whole lot of rainbows at the moment. But again, I'm not quite to the front. Let's hope the noise canceling works on our fancy mics. Hi, puppy. All right.
I love that we're getting all the honking and all the for it.
So we're down here by what used to be Taco Mac.
Again, if you're just joining us,
by Tech. And yeah, the street it's like Pride level full, which is pretty amazing considering the last protest we had about 500 people and we were being generous. So that's amazing. Here's the trans sign.
just joining us. Apologies, I'm trying not issues on his side. I can hear him, but he can't hear me.
Sorry, my name is Adam,
I can hear him, but he can't hear me. Try to give him runway here.
So I'm amplifying trans voices, so I was wondering if we could talk to you. Sure. Who are you? What are you doing? That kind of stuff. Yeah. All right, great. Hey, Cal. Sorry, I'm going to be way out here. I found another new friend. What's your name?
Issa.
Issa? Mm-hmm. And your pronouns?
She, her.
She, her pronouns? All right, what brings you out today?
Well, there's a lot of shit going on right now.
A lot of shit.
I really can't tell you just one thing. There's so many different things. But I would love to just exist.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's all of our refrain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something powerful about being around all the people, right? It doesn't feel like we're just shouting into a void if we can be here a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah. How far do you have to come from?
I live right across from the Botanical Gardens, so it was not far from me. It was perfect.
That's wonderful. Thank you very much. It was nice to meet you.
Nice to
all right,
meet
thanks for talking.
You march to the march. You march to the march.
Hey, guys, yeah, I will talk to you. There's that's our website if you want to check us out. And not very good with only one hand.
So we got Jason moving along here. Alex,
all right,
I guess they're a little further up.
All right, we got one more person we're going to talk to real quick. This is Grace. Grace, what's your pronouns?
She, her.
She, her pronouns. And where are you coming from today? Same place?
Same place, basically here in Midtown. Yeah.
All right. So the short commute. How do you feel being out here?
I feel great. I feel hot. It's very warm. Drink your water.
It is very warm.
But I feel empowered. I love being able to participate in democracy and actually feel like I have a say and have some kind of influence on showing our dissatisfaction with the government and the state of things right now.
Yeah. That's wonderful. And we're just happy to amplify the trans voices that are here. Like we said before, a lot of the media doesn't give us credit for being here or being part of these protests. So we're recording it for ourselves. And I thank you very much.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much.
I wish I could tell Adam. That for the wide brim hat today. Use here. Got one from Grayson. Still headed downtown. And here's one from Alex. It's a little pixelated, so let's see if we can get him. Come back to Adam.
A pretty big group this time.
Heck of a lot of people.
Which makes me very happy.
Yeah.
There's somebody with a unicorn and a rainbow flag, so I'm thinking I might talk to them.
Kind of figured they probably don't mind being seen there. Wearing a unicorn. Yeah, so it's a warm one here in Atlanta, even though it's only 80. It's a warm one here in Atlanta, even though it's only 80.
My name's Adam, and I run a nonprofit called Transvoid, and we try to amplify trans voices. It's live on YouTube. Would you be willing to talk to us? Tell us who you are and why you're here? Yeah. Okay. Hi. What's your name?
My name is Cole. My pronouns are he, they. I'm here because I'm transgender male, and I'm sick and tired of them taking away my rights.
Yeah.
So I want them to hear my voice because I'm tired of being silent.
Do you feel heard?
I feel very heard. I love being here.
Yeah. All these people.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. We were talking that the first couple of protests were like 50 people, then 500, and now we have like pride level. There's a lot of people here.
Yeah, I heard there were 15,000.
Yeah, great. I want that to be true. I want that to be so true. So great. Nice to meet you. Yeah, let me give you a couple of. That's our website if you want to check us out. We do.
And he doesn't know I'm spying on it.
Okay, I wanted to get more involved, so
great.
Thank you.
Good to meet you. Yeah.
Yep, as Adam was saying, we like to do things around town. We try to kid-friendly events as possible. If you're a thing, check out. Check out Third Wednesday. We're gonna be at Felix Third Wednesday. We might have an interview here.
All right. Hey, Cal. Found us another protest here. What's your name?
My name's Julie.
Julie, pronouns?
She, her.
She, her pronouns? How far did you have to come from?
I came from Sandy Springs.
Okay, so a little bit. You'll take the training?
What?
Take the training?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, okay. All right. What brings you out here?
You know, I'm not happy with the way our government's being run right now.
I know. How does it feel to be around and in this group like this?
Feels really nice.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. Are you here by yourself?
No, I'm here with some family.
With your friends? That's
some
great.
family.
That's nice, friends and family. Well, lovely to have you. Thank you very much. That's our website. We do free.
Yeah, so we're constantly trying to do things around town, and we love to do events that again are accessible to as many folks, non-binary folks, and the folks that love them. Chant happen.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's my fault. Hello. I'm tangled in my bag. My necklace. Don't tell Angela.
You're safe with me and the internet.
All right.
Yes.
Now I'm kind of on the outside.
Yes. The punchline. Stay for I think through the stay for I think through this meetup at Felix's Atlanta, we got your one of your favorite bartenders, well, soon to be bartenders, is going to be for us. We love going to Felix's. They're always doing big fans of them. Come hang out with us. It's open. Big fans of them. Come hang out with us. It's open to come spend time with us. We'd love to have you. Come spend time with us. We'd love to have you. If passing through any of it.
Sorry. Hello, my name's Adam, and I run a nonprofit called Trans Joy, and we're trying to amplify trans voices. I was wondering if maybe we could talk to you for a second, just get your name and what you're doing here and stuff like that. Are you okay with that? It's live on YouTube. Okay. All right. What's your name?
Trisha Dorgan.
What's your pronouns?
She, her.
She, her pronouns. What brings you out today?
Basically just trying to
Stay sane.
send a voice for all the people that can't say anything.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's very noble. It feels good to be a part of the group, right?
yes, it does.
Yeah. Are you here by yourself, or do you bring people with you?
I have a friend of mine with me.
Okay, great. This is very nice to meet you.
It was nice to meet
Thank
you.
you. Yeah. Trying to find a parent. I haven't really found it. Oh, but I see our flag, so I'm getting closer to my people. So there's that. Sorry. Changing names.
Flags in the crowd. We're gonna have to equip him with a blinker next time. We just did an event for visibility last. It was a ton of fun. The Atlanta was a ton of fun. The Atlanta Freedom. Entertainment. It's like kind of a picnicky event. Lots of good vibes. And,
You want to stay? You mind being on camera? All right. You want to tell us who you are?
My name's Katie. She, her.
And what brings you out today?
Fucking everything that's happening.
Yeah, I think that is a valid statement.
In all the ways.
In all the ways. And you live right around here, so you're
I
close.
do. So I was hoping I could find Trans Joy, the coolest people to do this.
Yeah.
And then I saw you.
Our giant flag with my tallest friend. So that. So yeah.
You Trans Joy?
Yep.
You're saying apologize?
Yeah.
For Palestine.
Yeah. All the things, right? Yes. What is your temperature at Tech these days?
I don't want to talk about that.
You don't want to talk about that. My bad. That's a good point.
I'm myself.
That's a good point. I take it back. I feel like there's
Oopsie daisy.
Yeah, definitely there's a trans presence. It's less, a little bit, but I think it needs to get more centralized anyway, right? Like, so it makes sense that we're just like hands off, because if we're not paying attention, yeah, I mean, these last cuts from CDC effectively killed things like OSHA and FOIA and all of our checks and balances. So those are pretty scary things. Hi there.
Show you a little bit of an angle.
I work for a nonprofit called
Show you a little bit of an
Is
angle.
it okay if we talk to you for a second? Yeah? All right, great. Hi, what's your name?
Cheyenne.
Cheyenne, where are you from?
From Atlanta. Well, outside of Atlanta, Gwinnett County.
Where?
Gwinnett County.
Gwinnett County, all right. So, and what brings you out here?
Protecting our rights.
Yeah?
Against Trump, against Musk, trans rights,
Yeah.
All of it, yeah.
Yeah. Is this your first protest this year?
No.
Okay.
This year, yes.
This year, yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
but
All
not
right.
my first protest.
All right. Great. You think you're gonna? I mean, at this point, it feels like I was telling people we started with 40 people right after the inauguration, and now we're up to, somebody said 15,000 today. So
Fantastic.
that's amazing,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, this is our website.
Awesome. Thank you.
Check this out.
All right.
Thank you. Yep.
People say hell no.
Let's go talk to that.
People say hell no.
We the people say hell no. Sorry. Hello. My name's Adam, and I run a nonprofit called Trans Drug, and I was wondering if maybe we could talk to you for a second. Say something? All right. What's your name?
My name is Lou. I just can't lose track.
Yeah, I'm staying with you. Lou?
Yeah.
What are your pronouns?
She, her.
She, her pronouns?
Yeah.
Is this your first protest this year?
This year, yeah.
This year? I'm assuming that this is not your first protest, though. No. What brings you out?
This.
Everything?
Yeah.
Is there any one thing that's, it is all wrong. Is there any one thing that hits the closest to your heart?
Just the spread of hate around the world and
Right.
how much, it's just a shame.
Yeah.
My father didn't take a bullet in World War II for this.
But yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of veterans that have the same sentiment. I know my dad does.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's heartening. And the movement seems to be growing, so that's really great. I don't want to keep you too far away from your sister, but thank you very much. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, this is our website.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, check us out.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Thank you. All right, Cal.
Excellent.
It's warm. It's warm, isn't it?
Excellent.
I don't know. If you can,
There's a poster that says F. There's a poster that says F. Big old line of marchers. You love to see it. Is just joining us. This is the Hands Off March in Atlanta. There's hundreds of these marches going on around the country at least. We are marching from the Piedmont Park area to the Capitol, and some sort of rally at the Capitol.
My name's Adam. I run a nonprofit called Trans Drug.
I'll be interested to see if that'll be.
What's your name?
My name's Andy.
Let's say it again.
My name is Andy.
Andy.
Nice to meet you. Where am I from?
Pronouns.
Oh, I'm sorry. His, him, her. Him, his.
Yeah, those ones.
Right.
The he, him ones.
Right.
Where are you coming from?
I live in Atlanta, 24 years. I live in Hateville.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. I like it down there.
Absolutely. What's your name?
My name's Adam.
Nice to meet you, Adam. Love the name.
Yeah. Oh, thank you very much. My bluebirds.
Awesome.
So what brings you down here today? What's your soapbox?
The state of our country.
Yeah.
The state of what we're dealing with. The apathy within our community. We need to activate. We need to do something.
Yes.
We did not do what we needed to do in 2024, and it shows.
Yes.
Now we have to act.
Yes, exactly.
That's all.
That's right.
Kamala just said yesterday. She told us so.
Yeah.
She did. All the way. I was on I worked the campaign.
Yeah.
So now we're looking at the evidence of what happened. And so now we have to take our community back one step at a time.
Yes.
And it starts with getting out of social media.
The first step is being visible.
Right. Exactly. Getting out of social media, getting out of your buckets, and getting into the street.
Yes.
Getting active in your community, getting active in politics.
Yes.
Registering to vote and defending your rights.
Yes.
Being adamant about keeping up with what's going on in the news, not from one source, but from several sources. Looking at your surroundings, who you align with. Find community, empowerment.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Trans Joy, we have a podcast. We have a lot of other things going on, but our main focus is free community events for trans people in the Southeast. Absolutely. So please do look us up. Absolutely. And we hope to see you at some events. I'm a long-time veteran. Yeah, me too. When did you transition? Long time ago. Oh, you did that. All right. I'm 25 years old. So yes, I'm 20. Thank you. I just assumed you were too. Because you have such a lovely beard. Thank you so much.
People making friends all day long.
Thank you so much. You're welcome.
Join us in the streets. No justice, no peace. Join us in the streets. No justice. No peace.
Yeah, I know.
I'm really loving seeing amount of no, this is about something really serious and difficult. Energy that it's going to take to continue moving forward, staying mobile, not getting burnt out of the stuff that's going on. It's going to take a lot, and so seeing the positive energy here is really uplifting. So again, we're in Atlanta. There's going to be a rally. It looks like a pretty big crowd, so I don't know if they'll be able to do it. Big kind of park-ish area will be a great place for a whole bunch. It's a nice, warm, muggy day in Atlanta.
My name's Adam, and I run a nonprofit called Trans Joy. And we're trying to get kind of perceptive or feel a temperature of who's out here and why. Do you mind talking to us for a minute? Yeah, all right. Okay, Cal, what's your name?
Heather.
Heather?
Yes.
Pronouns?
Heather.
Pronouns?
Oh, she, her.
She, her. All right, great. And how far do you have to come today?
I'm just in Decatur.
You're just in Decatur?
I just came
All right.
Yeah.
And you're here for reasons.
I am here for reasons. I'm a therapist and I work in mental health. And taking rid of SAMHSA and taking it out there without the 988 crisis line,
Yes.
people are going to die from that. And
Thank you
it's
for
a very
saying
serious issue.
Yes.
And as a
Yes.
healthcare person, I can't let it go without being out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amen. I think that there's a lot of underlying things that happen because of the cuts.
Yes.
Effectively dismantling OSHA and any sort of EHS kind of stuff in our
It's bad.
Yeah, it's really bad. A lot of these things are
And Medicaid cuts really affect the poorest of us who have the most mental health care, and they need it.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. Very important. Thanks
Yes,
for being out
thank
here.
you.
It's nice to meet you. Yeah. Oops. Sorry, Cal. That's why we have Grayson, because my phone was upside down. It was an artistic choice. It was an artistic choice.
Grace over there doing the Lord's work, keeping us running, keeping us a well-oiled machine here. Turn the volume down just a little bit.
Great. There's so many different ways to be here. You can drive by and do laps. I've been telling people with kids that that's a great option. Kids get to see it, be involved in it, and see the positiveness of it from safety. If you feel the need to protest, there are ways to do it. You don't need to be out in the street. We need your help, and every single one of these organizations that's being represented out here needs your help. If you have skills, share them. It's time to fight.
Absolutely. For everybody, if you want to for everybody. If you want to make chalk art, go ahead and draw on the sidewalk. Make chalk art, go ahead and draw on the sidewalk. Your voice, that is great too. Call your local politicians. There's a great app called, I think it's called Live Calls, that makes it super easy to call your local representatives and tell them how you're feeling about things. The more pressure that we're able to put on our local representatives, the more chance we have of them doing. I mean, we're seeing a lot of pushback across around every not a nomination, every you know, we've got plenty of folks who are frustrated and, you know, are getting a whole lot of what they didn't ask for this election. Folks that, you know, it doesn't matter who they voted for. So make your voices heard. There's lots of make your voices heard. There's lots of different.
Your flag. My name's Adam. I work for a trans nonprofit, and we work to amplify trans voices. And we're just kind of getting a feel for like who's out here and why. Do you mind talking to us for a second? You certainly don't have to.
Can you tell me that more slow, please?
Yeah. So we're just meeting new people out protesting, and it's live for a trans nonprofit. It goes to our YouTube.
I'm not
No,
trans,
that's okay. That's okay. Thank you very much. There are all sorts of levels of comfort in being visible, and that is perfectly okay. We need all of it. We need all of it.
So if you are familiar with the South, the area of Itza, you know that right about now is the time that we call the pollinating, or Pollengeddon. That one. It is just in your mouth. It's in your eyes. You know, you can landing on your phone. It's wild.
Feels like June.
It's southern version of no.
My wife told me not to wear jeans today.
And as Adam's
Right.
saying, it's
always right.
My wife told me the same thing.
Yeah. So we're both wrong.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That tracks.
Yeah, I was like, no, I'm gonna be fine.
what we like is who can say when they're wrong, who can say when they're wrong.
You give it out snacks
It
and
is
things like that.
It is a wing, and I think it was 80 degrees. It felt like it was 95. It was pretty bad out, so I know that these folks are warm right now. 82 seems like it should be
My
really
name's Adam, and I run a trans
But today it is-
nonprofit. We work to amplify trans voices. People's new moods and introducing and stuff like that. But I wanted to know what, if you mind talking.
working on figuring out how to adjust the volume here. So
Well, I don't know. I'm
This is
not
great.
super involved, but we're
Just
on
in general.
Well, I'm on the subreddit, especially the 5051 Georgia.
Okay.
Then my wife Alex is on Facebook. So we knew this one was going to be a big one.
Yeah.
And and we had a wagon. So we volunteered for that. And I think we headed over we had a megaphone too that we found in some leftover MM Park Festival stuff. And we're like, we'll probably need this one day.
Yeah.
So I brought that too. But man, they're going through water because it's so hot.
Way hotter than
We
you
had
think
to
it is,
stop
right?
at the CVS and up on a lot more.
Yeah.
They're doing some media something if you want to talk. But yeah, no. A lot of people are really mad. This is way bigger than I thought it was going to be. That's for
Did
sure.
you come to the other couple too?
I came to one that was in Piedmont Park, but I haven't been able to come to a lot because
All right.
of work.
Well,
But,
you made a good
Saturdays
choice.
are a good day to come
Yeah,
out.
Saturday's a good day for
I
sure.
mean, there's so much to be mad about right now.
There is.
Oh
And it feels good to help and be part of like what you're doing.
The
It's so
damage,
simple, yet.
the damage that's already been done is going to set our country back years at least.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Yeah, amen.
Like my dad wanted to retire this year, and I don't think he's going to be able to this decade.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, that we have to say those things. We have to bring those things home so that people
Well, we're
understand
starting to finally feel like anyone with stocks lost 10% of their net worth this week.
Yes.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
You gotta get rid of the guy.
We do.
Congress needs to set up. They need to grow some balls and get that guy out of office.
Amen.
Yep.
Amen. Thanks for talking to us.
Yeah.
So they're just volunteers. That's yeah, they're just volunteers that signed up on Reddit to bring things down. I've even dropped like cases of water on the parade routes and on the protest routes. People will find it, and if we don't find it as protesters, some people that are experiencing homelessness will. So ain't nothing wrong with just throwing a case of water on the corner of Piedmont here, or Peachtree. Yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah, it's the
Hey,
truth.
How are you? Are you willing to talk to us? My name's Adam. I work with TransJoy. We're a nonprofit that works to amplify trans voices. Yeah. All right. Yep, we're live. Okay, what's your name?
Maya.
Maya, and you're a first-time protester, is what I've been told.
No, this is my second time.
Second time.
Liar.
Somebody lied to us.
It's her first.
What's your
second.
name? What's your name?
Avery.
Avery. And your pronouns?
She, they.
She, they, and you're
She, her.
She,
Yeah.
her. All right. How old was she? How old were you at your first protest?
Oh my God, like 9 or 10.
9 or 10.
It was
So it's been a while.
Yeah, it was the Women's March back in Atlanta when Trump was first elected.
Okay.
president.
Okay.
Yeah.
So coming back out.
Yeah.
Coming
like,
back
yeah.
out.
Pretty fun.
And this is your first time out? Yeah? It feels good to see everybody together, right? Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
it was amazing.
Yeah.
I was so worried that it was gonna be small, and it was great.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Where are you in school? SCAD. All right. My sister-in-law went to SCAD. That's great.
I go to Columbus State University.
Columbus State. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So you still had to. It was a haul.
Yeah, not too far, but
Not
yeah.
too far. Not too far. How's the temperature down in Savannah?
So sweaty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like really hot.
Is there a protest like this happening down there at all?
I think so, yeah.
Is there? Yeah. I've heard that there are little things happening almost
Everywhere, yeah.
everywhere. Yeah, which is great. It seems to be really picking up momentum.
Yeah, the school
So
is
that's
very much on board with this message, so.
Good. And that's good to hear because not all schools are.
Yeah.
So that feels good.
I know my school took away DEI, I think, on their website. So hopefully bring up some activism with that.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully. It's the preemptive compliance that is just not acceptable.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Yeah, exactly. But thank you so much for coming out.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know who's more excited, you or your mom.
She was the one that invited us here. So.
Great. Yeah.
Stay safe.
Cute.
Thank you. Oh, wait, hold on.
I love that.
This is our website, and we do free community events around Atlanta. So when you're up, like for spring break, or look us up. Yeah. Okay. Good catch. Thank you very much. You're very welcome.
I figured it would be good content.
Yes, thank you.
The mom grab it.
Mom grab. Yeah.
They're the ones that wanted to do it.
Yeah.
Hey, this is happening.
Yeah. Hello. My name's Adam.
It's kind of funny thinking back about the guy that had the water. He was saying he didn't feel like he doesn't do much. I'm thinking like giving water to folks that are protesting. That's huge. That's huge. There's a million. That's huge. There's a million. Sure, it's there's nothing too small or too big to do when you're facing something important. So really, really nice seeing folks out there doing all sorts of things to support and have their voices heard. It's one of the things that TransJoy really would like to be able to do to influence community, to feel empowered and to be able to use their voice and in their activism, all good stuff.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Okay. Heading up on the Fox.
So you can see that folks are walking past the Fox Theater. Classic.
My name's Adam, and I run a nonprofit called TransJoy.
Big spot in Atlanta. It's super, super fun to march up on in the Pride Parade, and I bet it's pretty epic today as well.
Okay. Great. All right. What's your name?
My name is Sarah.
Sarah, and your pronouns?
She and her.
She, her. All right. And what brings you out today? Looks like you have a little cohort of people here.
I'm here to support my friends
right.
and everybody who is going to be negatively affected by this administration.
It's a lot of people.
Yep.
It's a lot of people.
And I want to show them love and stand up and support for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is this the first time you come out this year?
This is the first time I've come out this year. Yes.
Yeah. What was the tipping point for you?
Just too much bullshit.
Just
Too much hate. Too much bullshit.
There's no more.
No
There's
more.
no more.
No
That
more.
makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. And I have a daughter that I want a better world for.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
So.
Yeah. Thanks. It's very nice to meet you. If you ever want to look us up, we do free community events around Atlanta. And we also do like trans care grants and stuff.
So let's see what we got Alex showing here.
All right. Thank you. Hey, I know you. Hello, hello. How are you?
Good, how are you?
You mind talking to us?
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
here
fine.
with TransJoy. Is that
Yeah,
cool?
yeah.
All right. Look who I found. Oh, sorry.
Wait, that's okay. Come on in.
She can get in. She's an ally.
All right, cool. I found our baton twirler. Oddly enough, right? Tell us your name.
That's
and your
Christopher.
Christopher Brooks.
And
he, him, his.
He, him, his. And what brings you out today?
Lock Trump up. I'm sick of him.
Yeah, yeah. Is this your first protest this year?
No, it's my third.
Me too. All right, great. It was good to see you.
You too.
Yeah.
You want water?
I'm good, thank you.
Run into somebody you know there. Christopher is the baton twirler for Atlanta Freedom Band's Color Guard, and he was at the performance just the other that I was mentioning earlier for Trade Visibility. He's such a great ally, and yeah, we always appreciate
My name's Adam,
what
and
you're
I work for
doing.
a nonprofit called TransJoy, and
Grayson Vantage Point is giving us the Grayson Vantage Point is giving us the.
telling us why you're here. You're not. All right, okay. All right, cool. I'm still on the hunt for an HHS employee that wants a soapbox. I haven't found one yet. I'm guessing that by the next protest, they're going to be willing to talk to me. Yeah.
Adam Fabulous under the Fabulous Fox sign there.
I'm going to talk to the street medic for a second.
If you really cool theater.
My name's Adam.
Really cool
And I
theater.
see your little kid, and a friend of mine is also a street medic. Will you tell us just for a second, like what that is and why you're here? No.
Technically, I'm not supposed to.
Technically, you're not supposed to. Then I will not ask you to.
When you get to the Capitol,
Yes.
there is a medic tent.
Yeah.
They will tell you all about
They
it.
will tell me all about it. I will ask them. Thank you very much.
I think the lady's name is Tammy.
All right. So if you don't, like I said, there are so many different ways.
Well,
Oh,
I
my
wouldn't have
gosh.
guessed.
My hand's getting tired. There are so many different ways to be present for these kinds of things, and she was a medic training, so she's just a street medic. Nothing complicated, but major bleeding, bumps, bruises, broken, she can take care of it. So that keeps us safe as a group. So if you feel like that's something that you have skills for, we'll try and find that tent when we get to the Capitol and talk to them about how to get involved doing that.
Awesome.
Ooh, that breeze feels good though.
Love that.
Sure does. Yeah.
Yeah, so as I was saying, the
I better plug my battery.
the interior the interior in the audience, and it is in the audience, and it is, and I don't know. It's just such a cool spot, and I don't know. It's just such a cool spot I was at. Excuse me. And since we're in Atlanta, we get a lot of the shows that come around the country from Broadway and all that cool stuff here. So, and that's typically where they will here. So, and that's typically where they will. It's a great spot. It's a great spot.
You get that? We are one. 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 Sorry, just trying to plug my battery in and not drop everything all at the same time. You know how that works. There's still a couple of hiccups to work out, but this helps a lot. It really, really does.
Well, I'm around. So.
Yeah, okay, great. Because then I don't have to think about where I can put my phone down when I'm talking to somebody.
Yeah.
So, because I'm not that coordinated.
Oh, come on.
I mean, it's like driving in reverse and looking behind you.
Well, the camera's mirrored, which has been throwing me off all day.
That is true. It is. It does do a mirror. All right.
So we're headed. Before.
Yeah, I think our biggest thing is going to have to figure out how to get a speaker that's loud enough that I can actually hear while we're doing this. Can you hear him through your?
I can hear him.
Okay, all right. So if I'm doing something real wrong and he
Tell Adam I say hello.
Because I can't hear him.
Tell Adam I say hello.
I kind of miss talking to you, Cal. It's supposed to be our little hangout.
Never thought I'd hear the day. I hope I'm effective. I hope I'm recording properly. Because I'm going to make that properly. Because I'm going to make that.
We don't have
anybody that's joining us. Anybody that's joining us. He is new to the broadcast. You're from Atlanta. We are marching from Piedmont Park to the Capitol, and there's going to be a rally at the Capitol when everybody gets there. In theory, it was going to be at 2:30. I'm going to guess it's going to be seen folks doing all sorts of good marching, folks in their cars honking horns. As said, you can have folks doing laps. Some said, you can have folks doing laps to participate and or easier because you have kids or what have you. You are capable of providing as needed. Yeah, it's been there's just all sorts of different types of people here. So really neat. There's 82 degrees. However, it is muggy as all get out today. So if you are heat, you understand how that one season. So it is one season. So it is like mist of pollen. A good. So if you're walking around with your mouth open and your eye. But that is some arm of Atlanta. From what I remember reading, one of the greenest, like we've got the most trees per square mile of any large city. See what we're. Yeah, they're in. Lots of streets been blocked off for this.
Hey, my name's Adam, and I'm going to do a project called do you mind talking to us for a second? Tell us why you're here and who you are.
We're here to stand up for American rights.
Right.
Basically.
Do you mind telling us your name?
Mark.
Mark. Pronouns?
Sorry?
Pronouns?
Oh, he, him.
He, him pronouns?
She, her.
Yeah, what's your name?
Audrey.
Audrey, I'm assuming you're together.
Yeah.
So you're just out in general? Like
we're protesting Donald Trump and what he's doing to the justice system.
Yeah.
What he's dismantling. Government protections and trying to bypass the checks and balances in place.
Sorry, it almost went down.
Borders are not actually law, so to hell with all that bullshit.
Yes.
And then this Department of Government Efficiency, the most fringe shit I've ever seen.
Yeah. I mean, do you have anything to add?
Trans rights are human rights.
I will definitely take that as an ad.
Everybody's welcome here.
Thank you very much. It's nice to talk to you.
Appreciate y'all. You didn't see that.
I did see that.
Nah, I don't know what you're talking about.
We won't show your wife that, but we won't show.
She never let me live it down.
Grayson might have.
We might
almost
show his
gone
wife.
in a storm drain. I don't know if you noticed that, but it was close.
I just wanted to be anyway.
It's a little pixelated. I'm thinking that when they start, a little bit.
Hi. My name's Adam, and
Still
I'm
getting a
running
little
a
bit.
called Trans Joy, and we're just talking to
Still getting. Let me turn Adam's volume down. I'm sure that you all know his whole spiel by now. That anybody that's joining us, we are broadcasting from Atlanta, the Hands Off March.
What's your name?
I'm Hillary.
Hillary, and your pronouns?
She.
Hold on. Sorry.
Oops.
Yeah.
Oops.
My bad. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Nothing injured but my dignity.
I think that you might have to just. Thank you very much.
No, I'm good. I'm all
Oh. All right.
Oh, I lost.
Oh man.
No, I lost my AirPod.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Hold on.
All right. Well, while they're. All right.
Lord have mercy.
Can I look for the AirPod? Oh jeez.
All right, we did it.
Oh, it sounds like they found it.
I think that lady was kind of glad that she got off the hook, to be honest. She wasn't all that excited about talking to us, so there's that.
Yeah, probably. Grayson.
Maybe just like trust yourself to point it back while you're
Feed,
walking
this is
forward.
what happened.
You know, because the
Feed, this is what happened. For anybody For anybody who's from Atlanta, the hands-off protests, they're happening all over the country. I think there's probably about 1,200 of them happening based on what I saw, last estimates. This appears to be a much bigger protest than we've had in Atlanta. We've got some wonderful folks. We've got some wonderful folks who are having to play a little bit of, I'm having to play his audio is trying to stay out of his way when he jumps in folks.
Emery. So, damn, we got a ways to go. We got a ways to go.
For example. Yep, there's Shakespeare's Tavern. Over here. It's a fun spot.
When they do make speeches, Cal,
fun spot for.
Alex is all the way up at the front with the intent of being as close as possible to the people making speeches, so you can unmute him when he gets close.
Great. Good plan. This is us watching Adam march, which is a thrilling view for everybody. And then Alex's feed is a little pixelated here. In the bigger part of the crowd, and sometimes stuff out. But big thanks to Alex to us. Grayson is to us. Grayson is he's really strong. Poor guy. We love hearing the sounds of the horns going past, or the cars honking their horns. There's a lot of support for this event right now.
All right. Oh, sorry, my hand is tired. Huh?
Joining us, we're marching in Atlanta, Hands Off protest, and this protest is happening all around the country. We are protesting the discontent with what's going on with the administration these days.
Hi, my name's Adam, and I run a nonprofit called TransJoy, and we're just kind of talking to people here on the street and seeing what they're here for.
Let them know that this is democracy in the making, and I'm not in the making, but in practice.
Thank you. It's teamwork in practice, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Trisha.
What's your pronouns?
Oh,
she, her?
She and her.
All right.
Yeah.
And what brings you out here? Just
my
everything,
granddaughter,
right?
my daughter, Social Security.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely Social Security. I mean, I'm 75 next week, so yeah. And this is just not, I mean, he's scaring the crap out of me. Yeah. Excuse me. All I can see is Hitler.
I mean, you are not alone.
And I don't care how old I am. This is just wrong.
Yeah. And you have to be here, right?
I had to.
Yeah. How far did you have to come?
Oh, 5 miles.
Okay. Still, I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
My daughter's one of the marshals.
Oh, great. Yeah. That's wonderful. Thank you so much. It was nice to meet you. Let me give you.
What have y'all got going on?
That's our website to check us out. We do everything from podcasts. We do community events too. So 3 events. Oh, is this your daughter?
That's my daughter.
All right. My name's Adam, and I run a nonprofit called TransJoy. I don't know if you just heard me talking to your mom.
Yeah, that's great. Fantastic. Yes.
And she said that you were one of the marshals. So
Yes,
how did you
I
get
am.
involved in this?
How did I get involved? Well, I believe really strongly in community involvement, and I've been a lifelong social justice oriented person and human rights for all.
Right.
I have been an ally, for example, since my first year in college, and my daughter is bisexual. We have many good friends that are trans. We have friends that are gay. We have cousins, you know. How can I continue on? I believe so firmly in democracy. I believe so firmly in voting rights. And I believe so much in justice. I mean, justice and rights. That's my big thing. I want a fairer, more equal equity. I want equity, not just for folks to be equal, but we need equity.
Yes. Yes.
And obviously, this administration is terror, is pure terror, and is destroying so many things that might be left.
Yeah.
Even though we all need to come together and build up. That's what we have to do. I mean, what else can you say? I mean,
Welcome to Joy in.
Yes.
How would other people get involved if they wanted?
How would other people get involved? I would really strongly encourage you to go to several websites, 50501.org, and then look up 50501 GA for Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Look up Indivisible.
Okay.
Atlanta. Look up Necessary Trouble.
You got that?
Necessary Trouble.
Yep. So
There are so many amazing groups working so hard. Join a community organization.
Like TransJoy.
Yes, like TransJoy. Join a community organization and give your time to a cause you believe in.
Yeah, there are so many ways to be active. You don't have to be on the street.
You do not have to be on the streets. You can be writing letters. You can be calling. You can donate water. You can donate cookies. You can give a little bit of money if you have it. You can tell somebody else to get involved. Invite your neighbors. I've just moved to a new neighborhood. I've already made like 2 or 3 friends in my neighborhood, and they are so supportive.
Yeah.
Some of them came out here. Some of them went to Decatur. So, just please get involved and love your community and do something for your community. It's time to stand up, but it's also time to build coalitions and build partnerships and think about strategies to go forward.
Amen.
How are we going to build back our nation better and stronger? And I don't want to sound like a politician,
No, I mean,
but good
that's what we need.
policies,
Yeah.
good policies that build equity, good causes, good action. Just do it. Get out there and do it. Do something you believe in and fight. And fight for your neighbor. Fight for your best friend. Fight for your daughter. Fight for your son. Fight for your elderly parents.
Yes.
Fight for your people you love. I'm fighting for, and God bless, please get involved in global affairs. We beg you. We have been involved in global affairs. My friend over here, we were both Peace Corps volunteers. We have been living overseas. I am back because I was fired by Donald Trump. Thank you very much. But we are back, but we want you to understand the importance of supporting Ukraine. We want you to understand the importance of supporting democracy abroad and the importance of supporting global health security. Global health security is your security.
Yes.
It is your security.
Yeah, I work with the CDC.
Oh,
It's scary what's
she
happening.
does too.
It's scary what's happening for sure.
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
She does too.
All right. Thank you very
And
much,
my
guys.
grandmother worked there until she retired.
Yeah.
So you know.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay, well done.
Take care, y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Uba.
Great. Great. That's good. All right. That was good. All right.
Now that I have you,
All right.
I don't know that I need it. I think maybe in the future you and I,
All right.
you might play with this one.
So I'm going to take a second here and check my feed because I'm getting some notes that the audio is goofed. So
Next time.
bear with me while I take a look at it. I'm going to actually mute myself. To look at it, I'm going to actually mute myself.
Slowly. There's a trans flag. Hi, Eric. My name's Adam, and I run a nonprofit called TransJoy. And I saw your
Yeah,
trans
thanks.
flag. Do you mind talking to us for a second?
Sure, I am kind of on duty. It's
Yeah, we'll walk
something
with you, and you're not going to walk backwards.
Don't do that.
Yeah, he's a medic. All right, I'm sorry. I assumed your pronouns. What's your name?
My name is Eric, and my pronouns are he, him, his.
He, him, his.
Yes.
All right, and you are a medic on the.
Yep, helping
route?
to tag in with the coalition.
All right, and how'd you get involved with that?
I'm part of Indivisible North Metro Atlanta.
So we just heard about that too.
Yes, and they're part of the coalition, working with multiple different organizations to help try and make this event safe and friendly and happy.
And how do people get involved if they want to be?
Ooh, good question. Oh, that is a hard one actually, because there's like so many different ways to get involved. I got involved
right now. The way that we communicate is changing a lot.
Yeah.
So
I got involved because I discovered the Mobilize.us platform. That's where a lot of coalition groups have been posting their events.
All right,
So you can see
Mobilize.us.
Mobilize.us. You can see what's happening near you, events that are being held, and you can join events and figure out who's hosting them and see if there are other causes when you want to join as a member. So
That's great. And there's so you don't have to. That's not just for medics, obviously.
No, it's
whatever
not just-
whatever skill set that you happen to have, you can use on that platform.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks. That's awesome. That's our website.
Awesome.
We
Thank you.
do free community events around Atlanta, so hit us up. We'd love to see you.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm actually reached out. I'm part of the advocacy committee on the Indivisible group. So
Please do. Yeah. Thank you.
appreciate y'all.
He's already fallen once.
We're basically like the
One
like,
time.
life. Yeah.
You're basically what?
We're basically just like volunteers that were trained through like here's some emergency medication.
Yeah. Exactly.
Deal with heat stroke. I've got some. You guys doing good on water?
Yes, I have water with me, and he just drank some, so I think we're good.
We do have wagons with snacks, more waters.
I've seen that too. And we've been telling people just to, if they don't know what to do, they could come and drop things on the route. Kegs of water, some snacks, and if we don't find it, somebody will that needs it. So, yeah.
In fact, actually, at each of 3 of the churches along the way, there are like water stations that's been staffed.
Nice, very good. Cool.
If I could remember the names of the churches,
Yeah.
I would.
We'll pass them.
Oh, we're like, there's a couple churches on the way. It's a couple of those.
It is the South. Yeah. It is the South. All right. Oh, we already talked to them. They didn't want to be talked to. So, it was very nice to see you. A lot of street lights. We're kind of in a little single file line as we have to cross the bridge. So a little bottleneck, but not bad. How you doing, battery?
So anybody that is just whoops, did I hit the button there? No. I don't know what happened there. Let's see.
Hey, I can hear you now, so whatever you pushed was the right
Oh.
button.
Oh wow.
Keep that
I
button
logged in
pushed.
and I logged in and logged out.
All right. Well, now we got that figured out. I can hear him again. There's
Well,
that.
glad we did that. Just so you know, Adam, everybody did see Grayson eat it twice.
Eat it twice?
Well, he kind of ate it the first time. It was really cute, and I'm glad he's okay.
Everybody is okay. We didn't even need a Band-Aid
That's right.
or
That's
any
right.
of the medics, but we did pass 3 in the process, so
I would
we're
like
okay.
the
Yeah.
record to show that I'm unarmed.
We do not injure our volunteers on purpose.
Not on purpose. That's right.
Whatever
right.
happens on accident, that's
I'm going to mute myself just for 1 second because I'm double checking the audio feed because mine was getting goofy. I was hearing. So
Okay.
cool. You can go ahead and talk all you like.
All right. Yep. I'm just gonna keep doing what I've been doing. So we're kind of back in the back of the march again. So I'm starting to see some of the same signs that we saw before. So once we get across the bridge, we can move our way back up. Unfortunately, the other camera views are so tiny to me, I can't see how far ahead of us Alex and Angela and all them are.
Yeah, I couldn't get a sense for that.
Yeah, it's like Pride long, like thousands of people. So that's really nice. We know them. Those are our friends with their trans signs over the connector.
All right. So for anybody just joining us, we are in Atlanta. We're at the Hands Off protest. Our friends are marching from Piedmont Park all the way to the Capitol, which is about a 2.5 mile walk. And the pace has been quite chill, we'll say.
Snaily.
Yeah,
It's been
so
snaily. I don't know that anybody anticipated quite so
this,
many people, I guess.
yeah, I was saying like the speeches were supposed to start at 2:30. I don't know if that's happening. I'm seeing Alex. If he's up at the front, he's still marching. So
Yeah, he's way more in the front than I am.
yeah,
So there's that.
he's still moving. It's hard to tell where he is. His feed is a little pixelated.
Yeah, and for anybody that's watching and the feeds are pixelated, they will continue to upload. So it will get better. Is that
Well, and Adam, you and Grayson, your feeds are looking great. So we're in
Okay,
good shape
good.
there. Yep.
Good,
Yep.
good.
Grayson's
and I'm
Grayson's feed has been totally clutch.
That's awesome. Yeah, I told him that was incredibly useful for me to not have to think about what my phone's doing when I'm talking to people. So
Honestly, it also is a really nice shot. So yeah, good job, Grayson. We adore you.
Oh, he's been hiding. Did you hear that?
Oh,
What?
I did not. Or no, I did hear that.
It's my little secret.
Honestly.
All right.
Oh, well, this makes so much sense now.
Hidden talents. Hidden talents.
You know, I also really appreciate he's not showing people's faces until we have permission.
Yes.
He's done a great job with that.
Yeah, I didn't even have to like give him that spiel. He just did it on
No.
the gut.
Now Grayson's
I know a thing or two, he says.
our new favorite cameraman. No, we love having, you know, we have all sorts of, just like we were talking about before, where there's no activity too small. You don't have to be on the front lines to be, Grayson absolutely is on the front lines right now. But I wanted to mention, we also have folks who help us behind the scenes that you may never know their names because they may never want you to know their names. You know, it's just a thing that they love to do out of the goodness of their hearts. They are doing their work to help move us all forward. And all of that is so appreciated.
Every little bit of things that people help us with free up Kieran and I to keep pushing TransJoy further. So that's our goal.
Yeah. You know, we're very fortunate that we've got such a great community of folks that help us get events going, that help us make the products that we make. It's all, you know, it's all handmade by Adam and crew.
Yep. Our hands touch every little bit of it.
Yep. We do all of it. So, yeah, so it means a lot to have those folks. And those are really beautiful ways to share your support. And shoot, if you're somebody who, you know, my partner and we talk about this a lot. I love so much that Sal does so much to support me doing this work. And so even if Sal isn't on those front lines, you know, Sal so generously always makes sure I get fed, which is something I'd be terrible about if I was doing that on my own. So, you know, there's lots of ways to support a movement, and sometimes that's supporting other people that are putting themselves on the front line, and that is just as important. I was saying earlier, Adam, you wouldn't have heard me, but I loved hearing the gentleman who was giving water away. He's like, I mean, I'm not very involved. I'm like, are you kidding? That's amazing. Yeah. What you're doing is incredible.
Yeah.
You know, every little bit helps.
Yes.
So what's the I haven't been able to ask you any questions. This is great.
I know.
Right? what's the vibe been? I mean, I feel like I've got a sense of what I'm experiencing here, but how's your experience been?
Yeah, I mean, it's similar to the other protests. It seems to just keep attracting people that are fed up, but not violent by any means. Like I said a couple of times, right? We started with like 40, 50 people that first round at the Capitol.
Yeah.
And then the next one had about 250, and now we're in thousands. So keep growing, keep growing. We can't. We have to stand up. We have to say something. We have to be visible. And
Grayson, every
whatever
time
it
I
takes
see a grate in the road, I'm concerned about you. Adam, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I had to let him know.
Do we need like we do for the marching band? That they're
Yeah,
just
you need a
watching for
spotter.
potholes so that so I don't do a somersault with my bass drum. We haven't
I think
talked
your
about that, have we?
I think your
Yeah.
experience marching with a bass drum has helped.
Yeah. We're going to see if we can talk to people.
I think you're about where Alex might have been at when I was mentioning.
Yeah,
he
probably. We're
was
just
further
about to
ahead.
the west end, so the west end. So, yeah, there's a lot. But
Cool.
hello, my name's Adam, and I run a nonprofit called Trans Joy, and we're kind of out just talking to people and getting kind of your stories about why you're here and stuff like that. Are you willing to talk to us? It's live on our YouTube.
I'll be happy to.
Yeah, both of you. Is that okay? Is that okay?
I'll stand next to her.
You'll stand next to her. All right. And what's your name?
My name is Lee.
Lee, and your
Yeah.
pronouns?
She, her.
And
I'm Kara.
Kara.
She, her.
Excellent. Oh.
Okay. Yeah, well, I want,
Grayson, if you're able to hear, Adam left, and I don't have his audio anymore.
We accidentally left the meeting and we don't have audio anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me.
And I'm sure, and I so apologize if y'all are able to hear my dogs. They sing the song of their people twice a day, and this is, yep, right about 3 o'clock they do it. It'll stop in a moment. Oh my gosh, but they are very insistent right now. There we go.
You got me again?
There we go. Yep, you back.
All right, but now I can't hear you again, but I'm still going to continue on. So we were talking about your experience with the Christian right and being mad about.
Right. Well, I grew up a Christian. I have been a Christian for a long time. The betrayal that I feel from the Christian community is enormous. I feel like we got good warning that this was going to be the effect of
In
another
writing.
Trump presidency.
In writing,
We
yep.
knew it, and yet we still decided to put him in office a second time.
Yeah.
And now he's talking about being king. He's talking about a third presidency. He's put somebody who's clearly dismantling our government in charge of literally everything. And they're talking about erasing me from history. They're talking about, excluding people of color, black and brown people from history. They're talking about, erasing anybody who isn't a white cisgender heterosexual male.
Mm-hmm.
And people should be pissed because the trans community is incredibly angry, but we're also incredibly scared.
And we're sure to be small too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We need people to stand up for us, and that's what the church is supposed to do. They're supposed to stand up for us. I know that. I am actually a pastor. I know that the church is supposed to stand up for us, and yet they aren't.
Yeah.
And so I'm wondering, where the hell are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it feels good at least to see other people out here, right?
Absolutely.
Like, that's why for us this is
Yes.
rejuvenating in so many ways, right?
Absolutely.
To get
Yes.
through next week, to get ready for the next
Yes.
protest.
It has
Right.
been so amazing to see so many trans people out here, to
Yeah.
see so many signs supporting trans people. It's been so encouraging to see a large variety of people supporting different different ideas and reasons that they're out here to oppose what is happening in our country.
Yeah.
That's been probably the most encouraging thing about today is that it's not just, we're not just showing up for trans people, we're showing up for everybody right now.
Yeah, that's really important. And we as trans people understand that in a way that so many populations don't.
Absolutely.
Because we literally touch every population that exists. We are part of it. And we and therefore are allies with every part of it.
Absolutely. And we always will be. There's no way to actually erase us because we are trans from birth. Yes.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
Amen to that. It was so nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you too.
Let me give you a better way to do it. That's our website.
Love that so much.
Check us
Grayson,
out.
I'm
We
going to
do,
log off just for a second and I'll be right back.
Community events like
I'm going to see if I can fix the
yeah,
audio.
I'd love to see you. Everything we do is intergenerational.
Might be Adam, might be me.
I don't know what I grabbed, but there you go.
It's
Very
thank you
nice.
so much.
Yeah.
I have no idea how important everything
I know. We'll catch up though. They weren't walking very fast.
Adam,
so-
Adam, are
oh,
you
now
able
I
to
can
hear me?
you? Yes.
You
Did
know
you find
what?
the button?
No, I think what happens is I need to log in after you for whatever reason.
Oh, all
I
right.
don't know why.
Well, that's fine by me.
We'll worry about it later. We figured
Yep.
it out for today.
Yeah,
That was,
and
that was a beautiful interview. I really
thank you.
liked that.
Yeah, we've been following them for a while, and they're just adorable. So,
Aren't they?
yeah.
I love it. We're their biggest fans now.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Wish them love and happiness.
That's right. Exactly. In the most pure way possible, to be clear.
Yes.
Also, umbrella is 100% the way to go. We got to figure out how to strap an umbrella to you, Adam.
Good Lord. I've
So
already
you have
got a
shade.
20-foot flag. Grayson's trying to walk backwards, and you want me to carry an umbrella too?
Listen,
I think he's out to get us.
I'll carry the umbrella, and then next time I fall, it'll be like Mary Poppins.
There you go.
There's a little pride. Hi.
How you doing?
Good. My name's Adam, and I run a nonprofit called Trans Joy, and I saw your pride hat and your shirt and stuff, and I'm wondering if maybe you'd want to talk to us and tell us who you are and why you're here. You're the talker.
Yeah.
All right. What's your name?
I'm Naima.
Naima. And
Yeah.
pronouns?
She, her.
She, her.
Yeah.
All right. And you mind?
Sandra.
Sandra.
She, her.
She, her. All right. And what brings you out today?
So actually, I'm with the Human Rights Campaign.
Great.
I am their federal club chair. So pretty much we're
Nice.
just pretty much getting people out here to fight more so for the equality action of everything, because what's going on is just unreal. You know what I'm saying? So like we are a 2-mom family and everything. Our kids are over there, so it's like we want to make sure that we're
Beautiful.
fighting for our children, so our children can see what we are fighting for, because you know our ancestors went through a lot of stuff. You know, on different sides, black, white, whatever the case may be, Native American, all of that. So it's like now to see everyone coming together underneath, like literally doesn't matter what color you are. What's happening in the White House is unconstitutional for everyone. So what they're doing is affecting not just me and my family, but it's affecting you, especially our trans youth, which is like unreal. It shouldn't matter who we are, what we look like, who we love. At the end of the day, we're still people, and that's the main thing that matters most. So I'm loving seeing we have over 50,000 people.
Is that the total?
Yes,
Great. I
over.
keep saying
Yes,
this. Okay,
it was
great.
50,000 people have shown up and shown out.
Great, because
And-
last
Let's
time
go,
it was like
Atlanta.
500. So that is
Oh no, everyone's
crazy.
pissed off. We are.
That is crazy.
We
I
the
love it. I
people
love it. I love it.
are pissed off.
Yeah.
So everything that we have done right now with showing and coming together shows that we have equality and unity within each other.
Yeah.
Now we just need everybody else to see that.
Yep. Yep.
So-
And this is how we do it. This
This
how
is
we
it.
let
You
people
want
know that
something
we're here.
done, go to that march, let your voice be heard, and this is what we're doing right now.
Yeah, and be present. And if you have kids, I've been telling people just to like drive around the Capitol honking. Let those kids
Yeah,
see.
let the kids know
let them
exactly
see
what's
and
going
know
on,
what's
what they're
happening
fighting
in
for.
a positive way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really glad that you're here with your family. This is beautiful.
Thank you so
Thank you so
much.
much.
You guys see it.
Oh, we
this is
love
our-
them. They're What a great
This is
family.
that's our website.
Okay.
If you want to check us out, we do intergenerational community events. I don't know what I grabbed. Here's some stickers.
Okay, perfect. Did you want to tell? We got
sure.
So we got the. Well, we only got the two, so it's either the queer or the trans.
I want the trans, obviously. All right. Obviously. Thank
Heck
you.
yeah.
I was glad that we
You
ran
wanna
into
tell?
you. Do you want?
No, I'm good.
You're good. Okay.
Can you get two?
No
One for
problem.
Cal.
Now we're off to
One
the
for
night.
Cal.
The guy that's my anchor would like one too. Is that okay? Can I have two?
Sure. Oh yeah.
Hey, what's the trans one too? Is
Thank
that all right?
you.
All right. I got one for you, Cal. It's okay.
Thank
You
you.
felt left out.
They were fantastic. I love that so
Yeah.
much. Well said.
Yeah.
I know it's really nice to see. I know that the trans community has had a little bit of a history with the HRC, and that, you know,
Yeah.
over the years,
Yeah.
HRC didn't always put trans issues at the forefront.
I was
Um,
very anti-HRC for decades.
Yeah,
And they've
it's a-
turned it, but they've turned it around.
Agreed. It took a little bit for me as well. And they're doing some really great work. They're out front right now and doing good stuff.
Yeah.
Alongside other organizations, you know, Lambda Legal's been at it for a long time.
Yes.
What's the... I'm of course we're live, so I'm blanking on the names of the trans legal...
Oh,
something. Is it Trans Legal Aid? Is it... Well, we can forget that this part of the segment ever happened because...
Yeah, we have a
can't
resource
remember.
page for when
We
we
do.
can't remember these things.
100% on the
because-
website.
Trans-joy.com.
Because between Adam and I, we like to joke, we do share a single brain cell.
I mean,
And-
sometimes we have two, but for the most part, it's just one.
Yeah.
We call it a
sometimes he
brain
has
bee.
That's right. Sometimes he has the brain bee. Sometimes I have it. Usually he has it.
Alright. Well,
I was saying at the beginning of the broadcast here, we make a good caboose. You, if you've just joined us, we are live in Atlanta. We're at the very, very, very back end of
Yes.
the march from Piedmont Park to the Georgia Capitol, because Adam has been having some great conversations with folks from various backgrounds, various reasons for being out here marching, but all the thing that everybody has in common is protesting the actions of this administration.
Yep.
And yeah, it's been amazing. We've seen families, we've seen individuals, we've seen people with friends, we've seen multiple we've seen multiple generations of
Yeah.
a couple of different families actually.
and I
It's
think
been
that's
really
good to
neat.
note, right? Like, that these are I haven't seen anything violent at any of these protests.
gosh,
and I've
no.
seen so many children, elderly, people in wheelchairs, people with dogs. People, Like you don't have to be worried about that. At least
Yep.
that I have seen to this point.
That's right.
So
Yeah, it's something that I think everybody who's participated in these things can be really proud of. You know, there's that chant, "This is what democracy looks like," because it is.
Yeah.
This is one of the rights that we have as a society. It's to come together and protest and make sure that we're... It's going well for everybody today.
Yep.
I get it. It's been a long walk.
Every child matters. That's right. Woo! No one is
I love it. Yeah, so you...
all right, so we made it to Hard Rock. We're getting there.
All
We're getting
right.
there.
You are...
How do we feel about the hills in Atlanta, Grayson?
Oh, I'm feeling great.
Yeah. I think
Years
that
ago.
I might need to hit the gym a little more.
I
Shall we do that?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little pudgy.
It's a little hot. It's a little hot out here.
Y'all
What
wore
are these
jeans.
guys doing?
I loved the commentary earlier about you having figured out that listening to your wife would have been a good idea.
It's funny because I just was talking to myself basically, and I kind of
You
forgot
weren't.
that you were listening. So I'm sorry to all those people.
There were a couple of moments where I slid the volume down because I knew that you were working through some things. Yeah, so anybody in watching our live feed right now, we are broadcasting from Atlanta. Again, the march, the hands-off march or hands-off protest is a march in Atlanta, and the group went from
Nationwide,
Piedmont Park,
worldwide.
and they're almost over to the Capitol at this point. It is about a 2.5 mile hike, and Atlanta, if you haven't been here, is, as Adam was just saying, it is hilly as hell. So I did good training for running around Atlanta, and it prepared me for just about any place. Adam and Grayson right now are the caboose of the march.
Yes, we are.
Gonna get to the Capitol, and then there's supposed to be, at 2:30 was supposed to be some
Like a rally of some
rally stuff going on there. I don't know if they would have started on time or not, based on the sizable
I'm not
crowd.
sure.
I think this was
Can we
pretty big
see?
one.
Can we see Alex's connection? Is he up there yet?
It's a little pixelated. He is still walking.
He is still walking.
Yeah. He
It's a
is
long
still
way.
walking.
I think I might vote for the Centennial Park. I'm going to talk to these proud people for a second. Hello. Can I talk to you for a second? My name's Adam, and I run a nonprofit called TransJoy, and we're just kind of getting people's temperature, introduction, like what are you here for? What's your soapbox? Do you mind talking to us for a second? It's live on our YouTube. You can say no. Is it okay?
You come on. You can talk. No, you're in here too.
You're in here too. What's your name?
Alex.
Alex,
Yeah.
and your pronouns?
He, him.
Yeah.
Or no. Same.
He, him. All right. And you are very decked out in the most wonderful way possible. So I'm assuming that you're here for LGBTQ.
Yeah.
Rights.
Really, all rights.
All
Yeah,
rights. all
rights.
the things. This is your soapbox. What do you need to say?
I think I don't know.
Yeah. Just enough.
Yeah.
Enough is enough.
Enough
And
is
I'm
enough.
glad to see that we're finally doing something like this, because this is the first time I'm feeling great since he's been elected.
That's a really good point. Yeah, that's a
So
really good point.
there's a lot of people. I mean, it's like 4 miles of people for
The
for an
HRC
hour, like-
person said there was 50,000 people.
Oh yeah.
Wow,
And our last one we had like maybe 250, 500 at most.
Yeah.
So this is the right direction.
It's nice to
Oh,
see
yes,
the actions
yeah, right
finally
direction.
happening.
We
Yeah.
just need to get it publicized. I mean, that's
Yeah,
like
and
press
we talked
coverage,
about that too. It's really hard to figure out where to find information now because the way that we communicate is changing, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So yeah, very nice to meet you. You can find some information from us. That's our website. We're TransJoy.
All right, thank you
We
so
do
much.
Free intergenerational community events all around Atlanta, and we'd love to see you.
All right.
Nice to meet
Awesome.
you. Thank you very much.
Love it. Let's see. Oh, it looks like Alex might be. Well, he's lost a little signal, which is making me think he's getting.
He's probably in the giant group of people then.
Yeah. That's something we have learned. He might be across the street from the Capitol
Yeah.
now, but it's hard to tell.
I think that's the goal is to meet in that little green right there, where we've been in the past.
Love it for us.
We do love it for us. I don't know. We got left in the dust, dude. But I see some glitter. What's that happening up there?
So Adam and Grayson are the very, very tail
Quite
end
literally.
of. Yeah, they're trying to catch up to the march here. We had some great conversations with folks along the way, so and I think they probably started off closer to the back anyway.
Yes, we did.
So I'm excited to see the crowd once you get up there. Hopefully, folks have stuck around. I haven't seen a ton of Ubers, so nobody getting picked up just yet.
Getting back from the Capitol is
This
a
is,
little easier than getting to Piedmont. MARTA-wise.
Let's see.
Sorry, I have too much wind. It's pretty windy. Yeah, it does feel good. Sorry about how's my little
Alex.
microphone hat work. Juice, are you hearing that wind?
So check this out. Alex texted and said there's an overflow lot across the bridge, but the main area is
Yes.
full.
Love it.
That's amazing because that's a big
Yeah.
area.
Well, and like the HRC lady said, I don't remember her name because I wasn't paying close enough attention. She said the 50,000. That's 50. That's crazy.
Do you think she was just counting as everybody went by?
I think she had a clicker. I think that's exactly how these statistics get made.
Totally how HRC would work it out. No, I mean it looks like a lot of people, so it wouldn't surprise me. And Atlanta's a big central area, right? It's you know, it's big. Cliff Norris says hello.
Cliff. It's too long of a hike for your tuba, but it's not. Well, it's like Pride. You only want to do that once a year, right?
I was just gonna say, give it to Cliff. I bet he can.
I mean, he could. Just like Abby used to give me a kick drum, and I was too stupid to know any better.
That's. I saw. So we the Lantern Parade used to run from. Where did it start? I don't even remember what part of Atlanta it
Down by
started in.
Krog Street,
And then
maybe?
go all the way. Yeah, and it went all the way to Piedmont Park, and that was a slog. If Cliff could do that, he could do this.
Oops, sorry. I love that, like, people are just kind of dropping off in the parks, sitting, having their lunch.
Cliff says that he'd feel weird walking this route without a sousaphone.
Yeah. Well,
it's fair enough.
We can give you other things to carry if you'd like. If you're looking to walk around Atlanta carrying heavy things, I got you covered, Cliff.
Honestly, I think the move is actually to make a sousaphone cover that says trans.
Oh, hell yeah.
I've got a sewing machine. We'll figure it out.
Oh, Grayson sews too.
Not really.
Listen, now that we know that Grayson was holding out on us, I don't believe that he can't sew.
The skills.
I'm a
That's
jack
right.
of many trades. What
Yeah,
can I say?
I think a lot of us end up that way. Yet another wonderful thing about being trans.
Honestly.
That's right. You need me to shop for tampons? I got you. You need me to go to the hardware store? I got you.
Honestly, the hardware store still stresses me out.
Yeah, you're easing into that. It'll take a couple of years. Give yourself a couple of years.
I'll trust you on that one.
All right. Angela said that they just got to the Capitol. They're asking if we're headed across the bridge.
Yes, we are going across the bridge. I think that should we go on that side of the bridge? Does it matter? Doesn't matter. We'll go. Yeah, we're just getting to underground. If you could tell her that, that'd be great.
They are getting to the underground.
Thank you for communicating.
Yeah. I got you. Teamwork makes the dream work, baby. For anybody that is just joining us, we are catching up to the march from Piedmont Park to the Georgia Capitol. It is part of, there are a bunch of people here. Adam and Grayson had just stopped to interview a bunch of different folks, so it kind of set them behind. They are just about to the Capitol. We're getting there.
Close. I can't see the dome yet, but
we've heard estimates. We cannot confirm this one way or the other, but we have heard estimates of 50,000 people from the HRC folks at this particular event. And it sounds like the area in front of the Capitol is packed at the moment. So, Adam, when you get there, if you wouldn't mind one of the two of you staying on the edge.
Yeah.
Maybe both. I really like the dual camera coverage.
Yeah, I think we're going to stay together and we're going to stay on the edge and keep talking to people. And I'm going to rely on Alex to get any speeches or anything. If he can.
Good. He's.
I guess is what Bell said.
Him back, so he's back. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm gonna pull up his feed. Oh, it's looking a little better than it was now that he's not running.
Ooh, look at those
towards the
food
Capitol.
trucks. You might need that, huh?
It's tempting.
It looks like
We roll up to the Capitol.
I'm actually having
like
a
4 o'clock. Like
Yeah.
what? Barbecue sauce dripping down our chin.
Yeah, and then we try to pretend like
that's just hurtful. That would just be hurtful.
Oh, that's right. There's a United. Downtown event is always happening.
Oh yeah. Atlanta United games are a ton of fun if you like soccer. Shoot, even if you don't like soccer, the stadium's really cool. It's possible to get really good priced food there. Not everything is great price. There's expensive stuff there too, but you can definitely get
Is it like a $2 hot dog and a Coke or something?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, look, there's some more people with signs. They might be going home. Yeah, they're leaving. We doing this right?
Angela just texted, I think that's behind us. Toller, Melissa, and I are just waiting outside Liberty Plaza. And I said, Adam is 100% the caboose.
1,000% at this point.
Yeah. Well, we lost a little bit of Alex's feed here, so it's frozen. Yep, so we'll...
A little windy. I like the graffiti down here. They've really upped the graffiti game on some of these shutters, which is nice.
Oh, yeah, I love the art.
Yeah,
down there.
but it's like you can tell that like they gave everybody a bigger space to do signature stuff. It's kind of cool. Kind of like Miami. You ever been down there with the living walls down there?
Yeah, I just was down there in February, January, end of January, and I had never been to Miami before. There's a lot of really cool art.
Yes,
down
there
there.
is.
Ooh, and the food.
So much food.
I'm here for it. Yeah. Oh, I could eat. There are so many places to eat in Miami that I would have loved to have tried. I need to get back down there. But I think I'm going to avoid it during the summer.
I think that's fair.
It's a little miserable.
I have enough. Yeah, it's hot enough up here for me. I don't. And it's only going to be worse down there.
The only time I've been to Miami was in July, and it was pretty toasty.
Yeah, doesn't sound like my jam.
Whew. All right, we're by the Fulton County
So
Government
anybody that's-
Center. We're getting there. We're getting there. Should we go?
I like the sound of Government Center.
What's the best way for us to get over? Do you want to keep going this way? Or that way?
Dude, I don't know where we are. I'm not gonna lie.
I think we go this way. Let's go this way.
So, welcome to your tour of Atlanta. Adam and Grayson are working on catching up to the protest. It looked like the front of the what's it called? The
March.
Capitol was just packed. When we had Alex's feed there for a moment, then it froze, so he has bounced off, and we're gonna get those shots back for you as soon as Adam and Grayson get up there.
Thankfully, we're walking downhill at the moment, so there's that.
Got a blank feed from Angela. We might get some picture here shortly.
All right.
We shall see. Oh, I see feet.
Nope,
they went away. That's for a different channel. All right. Angela's feed is here, and
Nice, Angela. That's
I'm
great.
gonna let her I'm gonna let her know. Angela, your feed is up and muted unless you want audio. Yeah, so it looks like I'm having a hard. It looks like maybe she's just on the edge of where that park. What's that central?
Yeah, the
like
Liberty
across the street
something.
park called. Yeah, it looks like she's right on the edge of that. With the sunlight shining off the golden dome of the Capitol
Yeah.
building.
We're probably a block.
It is
and a half.
striking. You know, I was driving. I was on that 75, 85
Connector
spot.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and the sky behind the Capitol was super, like the clouds were super dark, but the sun was coming in behind me, and so the Capitol building was all lit up by the sun with the dark. It was so dramatic, and I don't know. This is gonna sound probably cheesy, but this is just me. I was thinking, you know, that building is supposed to be for all of us. That is our building, and it is beautiful, and there are buildings just like it all around the country. They are our buildings, and, you know, it can feel, especially in the South, it can feel like we're being excluded from those spaces, and quite literally, trans folks are being excluded from some parts of those spaces. However, it is still our building.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I felt a weird sense of, maybe not weird, but I felt a sense of pride, you know, driving up on it and then driving past it and seeing how beautiful it is. Even though there are folks out there who would rather that we didn't
have access.
Know that it was
Yeah.
ours. Yeah. Adam, are you at the spot where we used to start the Pride Parade, or am I totally
Maybe. We're right across
turned around?
from the shrine, the Immaculate Conception.
Oh, that's not where we
So
started.
now, that's
No. So
the
no.
answer to that is no.
Yeah, fair enough. Grayson, would you be able to lift the camera just a little bit so we can? Yeah, there we go. Thank you. So yeah, if you're joining the feed, we are in Atlanta, and the weather is a balmy 84 and muggy AF. If you've ever been to the South, it gets wicked muggy, and today is one of those days. I played flag football earlier today, and I was playing on a turf field, and man, I got in the car and it said it was 73 degrees, and I was like, there is no way, there's zero chance that it's 73 degrees out right now, because it felt like it was, you know, 89 and 130% humidity.
I need to work out.
Who of us doesn't? I was telling friends, I was like, I'm too insulated for this weather.
Too insulated, yeah.
$3:23. I wonder what the bells are ringing for.
All right, so now we're on the back.
Are those
Yeah.
church bells, or?
It's the Presbyterian Church. Bells. So
They must just have them going.
Set up.
Excellent.
All right, we're real close now.
Let's feed back up. Looks like folks are taking a little break. Some folks sitting in the grass. Some folks standing.
We'll see if we can't find some more people to talk to.
Love it. It's a beautiful day in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I hesitate to say spring day other than the pollen.
All right. Hey, I'm Adam, and I run.
So I'll lower Adam's volume while he's seeing if we can get somebody talking here. There's supposed to be, so this is a hands-off protest. This is supposed to be one of 1,200 of these going on around the country.
Oh wait, can you put me back on? Am I on?
Yep.
Yes,
you're
now
on.
I'm on. Sorry. This is Dawn, and your
Hey there.
pronouns are?
I accept all pronouns.
Accept all pronouns. And you have here with this lovely sign. So
And
tell
my
us.
3 kids.
And your 3 kids. 1, 2, 3. Do you want to be introduced or? Yeah. What's your name?
Percy.
What are your pronouns?
He, they.
He, they.
Joy, Zenny.
Zenny.
Annie.
Annie. All right. I take the C.
I'm Sage.
Sage. All right. And your pronouns?
He, him.
He, him. All right. Great. It's wonderful to have you here. Is this your first protest as a family together?
It's been a while, but no.
Yeah. Yeah. And
yeah, we've done this our whole lives.
I bet you have. I bet you have. And this is your soapbox. What do you feel like you need to tell people?
Yeah, so I mean, we all deserve the right to exist in peace. Every last one of us deserves the right to exist in peace. And nobody gets to say that another human being is illegal, no matter who they choose to love or where they choose to exist. If we're contributing members of society, we deserve to exist in peace. And this is going too far. We are about to lose our chance at democracy right now.
That's very true.
All the guardrails are off, so we have to have our bodies in the streets to show where we stand on this issue. That we can't just go on like business as usual, because this is not business as usual.
Yeah. Do you feel like, how do you feel about bringing your kids here? Do you feel safe?
Not at all, actually. We had all planned out great lives for ourselves. These teenagers were getting ready to go to school and launch careers, and now we are very seriously considering leaving this country before it's too late.
Yeah. No,
We're not safe to exist. Some people are calling us parasites because I am a widowed mom with 3 kids, and I wouldn't have a home over my kids if we didn't have Social Security.
Yeah.
And
you are
know,
so not alone in that.
I work 3 jobs to barely keep food on the table. We can already just barely afford to live here.
Yeah.
And my kids are artists, and they're on various places of multiple spectrums.
Yeah.
And they deserve the right to live in peace and have a safe home, and we don't feel safe here anymore.
Yeah. So. How do you guys feel about being out here? Does it keep you a little amped up a little bit? Yeah.
It's also scary, right? Yeah.
Is it scary?
Yeah, very. Especially, very. Especially when we're like walked by a cop car or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
It restores a little faith in humanity, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be able to see everybody standing with you.
Yeah, being here in such a big crowd, we're not alone.
We filled up the plaza.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
That's great. Well, thank you for being out here.
Thank y'all.
So TransJoy is we're a local nonprofit out of Atlanta, and we have a podcast. We've got Etsy store and all that kind of stuff, but we focus mostly on making community spaces for us to gather and see each other, and we will definitely love to see you in those spaces.
So, hey, that's me. I'm trans.
Our name is Joya.
I love it.
So we would love to see you out there. Yeah, nice to meet you. Yeah.
Yay! What a beautiful family.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Okay. I swear I'm going to get to the plaza. Stick with us. Stick with us. I'm going to get there. But I'm talking to lots of lovely people. So
Yeah. No, it's
I'm
important.
okay with that.
Well, it's important. You know, you and I and Grayson and, you know, our little troop of friends, we have a lot of overlapping and shared perspective on things. It's so important that we understand and have empathy for folks that are experiencing all sorts of different consequences of the decisions getting made by this administration.
It's a very good way to say that. It's a very good way to say that.
Oh, I hear cheering.
Yeah, I told you we were going to get there. I told you we were going to get there.
A lot of folks hanging out on the corner here.
Yep, because we're literally right around the corner from where we want them to be.
Oh, so you're sort of in the overflow a little bit.
Yep. Still behind me?
Man, it's so heartening to see so many people, such a diverse crowd. so organized. It looks like a lot of volunteers are helping keep things organized,
Yeah.
which is amazing. Keep
And
it.
there's a lot of signs about making sure you keep hydrated and lots of medics.
That's
Like I said,
great.
this has been, it might not be like centrally organized in any way that some people have felt in the past, but it is, I don't know, there is a central feeling to it.
You know, I think in the past too.
I'm sorry.
Well, I think there's a. Oh, you found each other! Yay!
I found her.
Yay! Tell Angela thank you so much for the feed. She was giving us some good
Thank you
stuff.
so much for the feed. Did Alex and his friend go?
Yeah.
They left?
I had to catch him, right? Yeah, he had to pick Leslie up, I think.
Okay,
Yeah, basically it's just the three of us now.
that's what I figured. Okay, we're gonna go down and kind of get some images of what's happening in the plaza and stuff. I don't know. We're gonna try at least. You want to stay here with the? You don't have to hold that all the way up like that if you don't want.
I mean, yeah, I guess now that you found me.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't.
It fits keeping your face a little bit.
Yeah, you have to put it pretty high. So if you stay here.
Okay, then you know where to find me.
Yeah, but maybe get in the shade a little bit if you can.
She's too Irish for that.
She's too redheaded for this shit.
That's right. Adam, we are getting the best shot of your beard.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
I'm watching things as they go around.
I mean, this is, yeah, the last couple that we covered, the second one
nowhere
might have
near.
been 500 people. The first one was probably a couple hundred people. This is huge. That's great. Oh, what I was saying earlier, Adam, is that, you know, in the past, I don't know if we've ever seen this umbrella of people affected, knowingly affected by policies being implemented. And so I'm not surprised that we've got lots of different organizations involved.
Yeah. Hey, y'all. My name's Adam, and I run a nonprofit called Trans Joy, and we're just kind of talking to people that are out protesting about who they are, why they're here, that kind of stuff. Do you guys mind? It's live on our YouTube. You okay?
We can give it a try. Why not?
Give it a try?
Yeah.
All right.
I've been duped before, so I'm just making sure. Anyway,
Oh,
sorry.
no, I really
Let me
am
pull
neat.
out some credentials.
Well, I mean, this is our website.
Love.
We're
Let's
we're a
get
trans
it, baby.
nonprofit.
Let's go. Yeah.
You know what? Totally valid. Totally valid.
What's your name?
My name is Anne.
And your pronouns?
My she, her.
She, her. Does anybody else want to jump in? No?
We're on are we
This
live?
is we are live on YouTube, but yeah.
If you wanna join.
This is your soapbox if you want it. What's your name?
My name is Stephanie.
Yeah, and your pronouns?
She, her. Thanks for asking.
So we got two
Two
she-hers.
she-hers.
Yeah. All right. And what brings you guys out today?
It has been a very, very overwhelming 6 months, but especially a couple months. And coming to protest to me always feels like, you know, validation that we're not alone. I mean, hopefully if it's big enough, if we're loud enough, if we're strong enough and peaceful enough, it's going to lead to change. But for me, the biggest part is just feeling like I'm a part of something and I'm not alone in feeling this way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same. For me, it's about needing desperately to do something and feeling so powerless, and recognizing when we come to a place like this, like it's never going to be about individuals. It's going to have to be about people coming together and saying in unison, this is not what we want and we will not stand for it.
Yeah. And it's reached a point where we can't not stand up. We have to
Exactly.
be visible.
Exactly.
It feels worse.
Exactly.
It feels worse to idle over it because
That's a really good point, and I think people need to hear that, right? Because I think a lot of people are scared to come to something like this. Have you guys felt safe?
Oh yeah.
Today I felt incredibly safe, but I certainly was worried ahead of coming here. But I feel like you read a lot of really fantastic quotes about mediocrity and inaction, and like the real barrier to success is the well-intentioned people who do nothing. And I see myself in a lot of those quotes of how many times I'm hand wringing and saying, isn't this awful? And we have to find ways. We have to find ways to not let that be the story.
Yeah. Well, Well, cool.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
What's the channel? Where can we find you?
So it's Trans Joy. We're a Atlanta-based nonprofit, and we focus on amplifying trans voices. So we have podcasts, we have some like merch and stuff, T-shirts and things like that. But our main thing is we create intergenerational, free community spaces to be together, and we want that to be our trans people and our allies, people that love us too, because we are such a small group of people that we need other people to stand up and talk for us in the same like what we just say. Right? We need that. We can't have inaction.
Yeah.
If you have the ability to stand and the privilege to speak, do it.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah. You have the ability to stand and the privilege to speak. Do it.
Yeah.
That's why I did this when we were talking about have I felt safe here. I'm like, I am the kind of person who was going to feel safe in civil discourse. So why not use that privilege to say something?
Yeah, and that's exactly who we need out here, right? Because you have a little bit, none of us want to be arrested, but it's a little bit easier for you if you were to be so.
Yeah,
and it's good
absolutely.
for us all to recognize that.
Yeah. The worst thing I am right now is an annoying liberal woman, and I can get a lot louder.
That's all right. Get louder. Thank you so much.
It was nice to meet you.
Yeah.
We love our annoying liberal women.
All
right, so who do we have speaking?
In this country, a healthy and abundant future. We deserve
The feed is still great, so get in as far as you can.
extremism. We believe in the Constitution. What's different than the MAGA extremists who are gutting our federal
And the audio's,
government
you don't even have to
selling
do that, Adam. The audio's perfect.
billionaire bidder. Our core belief is that every person is the same as anyone else, and all else flows from this. It's this promise
we talked to her earlier.
that is so precious.
Earlier.
We are all equal in the
We can't see
inalienable
her.
human rights that we
Hold on.
share. We have a clear picture of the America we all want to live in. Equality, opportunity, and dignity for all. And in that, we will leave no one behind in our fight for progress. The unfulfilled promise of America is still within our grasp, and despair is a luxury that we cannot afford. When we organize, we win. It's our time. America has no king. Long live democracy. Hands off! If you're ready to fight back with us, text JOIN to 472-472. I want to say thank you so much to the organizers who worked tirelessly to make today's demonstration safe and accessible. Thank you! I love you all. Remember that you are always worthy. Remember that you are worthy to be fought for. Remember that you are worth it, and that we will fight for each and every single one of you. Thank you.
Right?
Excellent.
Remember her? We
I
talked
love
to
it.
her while we were marching.
Yeah.
My name is Noura
How funny.
Chapulan, and I'm here because I lived what we're looking to prevent, a dictatorship. I grew up in the brutal regime of Ceausescu in Romania. I grew up watching my mother being dragged for interrogations, 8 months pregnant with my sister. I was only 6 years old, and I can still taste that fear. And when I see families being picked up by ICE, I know what that fear tastes like. I remember the empty shelves, no food. I remember getting in line every day when I came home from school because I was the oldest, and I would get in line because if there was a line, it meant there was something to eat until my mom would get home from work. I remember our phones being tapped and being fearful of what we say. I remember the lies that they would tell in our history classes. And I remember how hard my family fought for us to know the truth, how we shared interdicted books so we would not be living the lie. We would know the truth, and we would know our history. I lived with a grandfather whose religion was interdicted, who slept with his clothes by his bed, expecting every night to be picked up. But it didn't stop him. I want to tell you that none of that can stop us. Because when you have truth, integrity, and where you value human life, you have righteousness on your side. My grandfather did not stop preaching. He held mass in secret. My grandmother answered the door, no matter the fear, every night because she knew that there would be people in need. And even though all we may have had is some dark bread and lard, she would feed them. So they're gonna try to instill an awful lot of fear in us to stop this. Keep in mind, fear is contagious, but so is courage.
Adam, if you're able to pull back on your phone just a little bit, that would be great. Yeah, there you go.
My ancestors who stood up, if I didn't fight back, if I didn't speak out, I want you to know that united, we can topple them. This is how we topple Ceausescu, and this is how we topple them. So fight back, resist with all you have. I'm living on the dictatorship. I refuse to live through two in my lifetime.
Powerful.
She's looking around.
So we are in Atlanta. We're at the Capitol. And this is a rally.
Everything gonna be turning over. Where you gonna be standing when it comes? I'm gonna do it again. There's a new day coming. Everything gonna be turning over. Everything gonna be turning over. Where you gonna be standing when it comes? I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there. But listen to me now. I got 4 minutes, and I gotta insert this thing so I can honor the folks who have planned this. Shout out to the people who are listening in the overflows. In the overflows, people want the message and the energy. And I think I got something to tell you today. Yeah. Friends, I know the theme of this is called hands off. I can dig it. But actually, friends, this means hands on. This means hands on. This means escalate. This means join organization. This means mobilize. This means organize your life to do this. What we need to do. There is no sitting down. Guess who don't sit down? Guess who don't go dancing when we're in the smoke of fascism? Our enemies, they have been organizing for decades, for our demise, for our suffering, to take down the working class, to strip women of their rights, to oppress trans folks. They've been organizing. They don't take a day off. And so I hope we get real clear. This energy. If you don't know where you're going tomorrow, if you don't know your next move in the next week, come find me. Look for the red hat. Go to our own Marshall. Raise your hand in this crowd. There's too many. All y'all can't come to me. Raise your hand if you're an organization in this city that's moving the program. Raise your hand. You're fighting for something. You need volunteers. You asking people to show up. The folks who's trying to get
Raise your hand, Adam.
give us right this rent. Who's going to show up? Who's going to show up? When they
Hell
open
yeah.
up Park City. Who's going to show up on May Day when the workers take these streets again? We don't need you. Who's going to show up to talk to your neighbor and get curious about their suffering, about their dreams, and what could be possible if we organize our neighbors? Just start there, baby. I ain't even gonna tell you, you ain't gotta start. Just organize your neighbors. Do a little block party. Tell folks to come to your house and do a little barbecue something. Keep it cute, but organize. Keep it cute. Unite and organize. Join something. This is your moment. Let's take it. Let's take it. Let's take it. Follow this work. Follow. Get your phone out. Look on IG at ATL People's Campaign. We meet every Wednesday. We're not playing no games. That's the invitation for anybody who want to do this righteous work with us. I'm done talking again. That was at ATL People's Campaign. I'm Mary Hudson with the Movement for Black Lives, and I see you in these streets. Let's go.
Oh, hell yeah.
Well done.
I got goosebumps on that. Ooh.
So I want to do something. Mary, come back up here.
For anybody joining us, we're in Atlanta at the rally at the Capitol.
Now,
for the hands-off protest.
This phenomenal organizer has been doing this for years. I want y'all to connect with her because she's doing the work. So again, tell them again how they can get tapped in.
ATL's People Campaign, ATL People's Campaign here in Atlanta every Wednesday. We're building people's power, people's assemblies. We need you, every district, every MPU. We're coming for you, baby. We need power in the city that belongs to us, not the corporations, not Buckhead, Real Talk, not Andre, the people, the people, the people. It ain't just happening up there, it's happening here. And let's get to work in our backyard.
So again, we want to make sure you have tangible things that you can do because this is not a moment. This is in fact a movement.
Hell yeah.
And with that, we are circulating the crowd with the way that you can donate to these organizations because again, this costs money, y'all. Organizing costs money. These events cost money, so you should be getting a flyer with the QR code where you can donate. Make sure we continue this movement because it's going to take all of us. I heard that there's about 20,000 people here. So that means we have 20,000 comrades, 20,000 conspirators, 20,000 people that's ready to mobilize. And so with that, I want to bring up next the voice of this movement. A young lady who has been on the front lines since we met her in Louisville, Kentucky. Somebody who always brings the energy. We always are on the front lines. And I don't want to take any more time, but introduce Dr. Portia Mitchell Miller.
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
Free the land by any means necessary. Today, we find ourselves in a crucial time in this nation's history, a moment where we must raise our voice against alarming trends and threatenings to our democracy and the well-being of countless Americans, mostly affected by Black, brown, and marginalized. So I want to say thank y'all allies for standing with us. The actions Donald Trump and Elon
dangerous power grab that we cannot afford to let happen. The intersection of police brutality, diverse equity, DEI, with action, those powers are critical. When we fail to address these issues, we perpetuate the cycle of violence and inequity that have lasting impact on the Black community and other marginalized groups. It is so vital that we advocate for policies to prioritize our justice, equity, and inclusion. It creates a safer, more equitable community for everyone. So let's be clear. It is not merely partisan to go through these issues. This is about the heart. This is about the soul of our nation. And the impact of their policies is being felt disproportionately to our Black communities and among our veterans. I am a U.S. Army disabled veteran. I am a Black woman. Like my other fellow veterans out here, I just want to let y'all know that this is going to impact us, and we deserve access to quality service. Cuts for those health services can undermine our well-being and our support systems. And we should not have to suffer by any means for what we have earned. So this democracy, we put our life on the line to swear the same oath as President Donald Trump to protect us, domestic and foreign. They are simply focused on policies that benefit the wealthy, and it can overshadow the needs of our right people that wants to pass the legislations of the people. So we create further challenges for the Black communities and other marginalized groups addressing these issues. It is crucial for us to build a coalition to fight from the money and power grabs that's going on in this nation today. So I say this, we the people create this future. Together, we can assure our voices will be heard, every community will be valued, every person has an opportunity to thrive, and let's stand against the power grab, fight for a brighter future for our youth that's going to be our future leaders. So right now, I just want my comrades that we've been fighting, going to jail, making sure our voices is heard. Chevy, Jaden, Scotty, Greg, Dante, Mary Hall, we be in these streets. Thank y'all so much.
So you'll have to look at that. Hey, yo, my name is Jackson. And I'm a recovering Republican. I've been clean and sane since November 8, 2016. I want to ask you something. How many of y'all did not get paid by George Soros or Hillary Clinton to be here today? How many of y'all are here today because you love democracy? We don't have to buy participation, Donald Trump. We got it right here. No, I was a lifelong Republican. Because the Republican Party of my youth loved freedom and democracy. We loved our NATO allies, not fighting them. We loved our country and America. The Republicans I used hated the Soviet Union and dictators in Russia. Instead of trying to make best friends with them and become like them. He's crushed to become a dictator. Donald Trump has tried to silence our media, silence the law firms, silence the courts, silence the universities. He threatened Columbia University to put a freeze on $500 million, and Columbia said, "Oh, dear sir, can we bow down to you?" And Columbia University said, "Just give us that $500 million, and we're going to give our campus police the right to arrest protesters." It was so bad that the Yale professor, who actually wrote 2 books about it, about how we're being taken over by fascism, Jason Staley. He was so concerned that he's taking his family and moving out of the country because he sees it's about to happen, because he sees that Donald Trump is copying Joseph Stalin's playbook from the 1930s, picking out groups of people, turning hate onto those groups of people, and using that hate to enrich his own power. Folks, a young man I met at the YMCA, Army veteran, decorated, he was an Army officer, he left his career at the Army and his kids in Alabama to come here to Atlanta to work. I said, "That's great. What do you do?" He said, "Well, sir, until Valentine's Day, I was an IRS agent." And I started crying. He said, "Don't cry for me, Mr. Jackson. I'm going to be fine." And I know he is. But what we have to remember, when they're making all these cuts, it's not saving me and you money. It's costing us money. Just the IRS alone, just the IRS is costing me and you $30 billion that's going back to the billionaire oligarchs and tax cuts. It's all bullshit. Every IRS agent who's a collection agent makes 12 times in revenue what his salary is. One last thing, and then I just want to remind everybody that our very first Republican president gave us our country's first DEI policy. It was Abraham Lincoln, and it was called the Emancipation Proclamation.
Hey, how everybody doing? How y'all doing? What's going on? Let me hear some. Let me hear some. All right. Mr. Jackson, man, I really appreciate you giving me this floor. Let me hire this. I'm kind of, I drink milk. All right. I want you guys to know my name is Johnny Johnson. My name's so nice, you got to say it twice. Okay? I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a former Army veteran, finance officer. I led men and women. Thank you. And upon getting out the military about this time last year, I stopped cutting my hair, thank God. And I accepted the position for the IRS. The stipulations was I come to Atlanta for a year and I can go back to Alabama and raise my kids. Who? That's cool, I'll do that. It was a sweet deal, a good career path. Something so worth it that, yeah, for my enthusiasts, I loaded up my 2005 Honda Shadow motorcycle, biggest duffel bag, and the blessing of a frat brother, and I crashed on this couch to further notice. And what did I do? I improved myself. From there, I improved my living situation, my transportation, so much so to where I was a walking distance from my job because I was trained to do it efficiently. Let's fast forward. Heartbreak on Valentine's Day, President's Day weekend. After a full day of training, coming to the end of our training, that now we're going to be released as IRS agents to audit. changed the whole perspective of everything that was going on, right? Yeah, that happened. My manager at the time came in after a full day's work and read an executive order that wasn't signed that affected immediately. All government workers are returned to their POD, their place of duty. Mind you, okay, what's going on? Because this is a Friday and the government does not work on Saturdays. They want us to come home now with no further instruction. The wizards in the room already had articles drafted. IRS plans to make drastic layoffs. What? Now, let's double back there. This is President's Day weekend. Y'all remember President's Day weekend? I'm sure y'all have. What happened? Valentine's Day weekend? We was traveling away from our families. What did some of us do? We told them to come see us. The last hour of work, we're battling. Now we have no job. And my coworker next to me, it was her daughter's first time riding on a plane by herself, and I got to come home. What is going on? I can tell y'all, there was a lot more tears than talking. I came home. Came back to work. Eventually, they lined us up, turned our stuff in, walked away, and that was it. I walked back, right? I did it, right? I gave my life to this country. I earned it back. I took a leap for an American dream, and it turned into a nightmare. And I was filled with rage because that was some bullshit. And I stewed. I stewed in anger. I stewed, y'all. I stayed to myself because this is a big city, but it's pretty lonely if you have no purpose. Yeah, there's a silver lining in all this. I met Jackson at the gym because I was making my body stronger. I channeled that energy and, we just had a regular interaction. I was just telling him, hey, man, what was going on. He heard the pain in my voice. He seen the strength, but he felt the resiliency. And he said, man, you got a story I think you should tell. You think somebody need to hear me? Because I'm a soldier. I take orders. I don't tell feelings. He took me to a dinner. I met some wonderful people. And they just wanted to hear me. And I was so appreciative of it. And then a couple weeks ago, I went to my first rally. And all that anger that stewed inside of me, it turned into something. And I figured out a way how to channel it. Now I'm here. And I'm telling you this. I'm not kicking and screaming, y'all. I've been trained to be efficient, swift. Now that I know what's going on, I have a right to be angry, but I also have a right to change this. So I've studied the rule book. I've linked myself up, and this will not happen again. Because I have 2 daughters I sacrificed my life for. I came back and going to raise them. Lauren Pace Johnson, Sabria Johnny Johnson, your father is here. I'm doing the right thing. I'm going to raise you ladies. You deserve better.
If you didn't know, we're estimating 30,000 people showed up. Yes. So if you feel like continuing this party, the people who couldn't fit here are down at the Memorial Green. If you exit out the building this way or the space and head down MLK, you can go hang out, hear the speakers again. They're down there speaking, super fun. And a reminder again that we're going to keep doing this. So make your friends, meet your neighbor, have your barbecue, make it cute, if you remember that one. All right, and we've got a couple more speakers for you guys here, so if you can hang out for a little while longer, we'd love to keep you.
Y'all, we're coming in live from Atlanta at the Capitol.
Good afternoon, Atlanta.
The hands-off protest.
My name is Ed Anderson. I'm a 10-year Air Force veteran and a retired DeKalb County school teacher. First thing I'd like to ask is for all the veterans in the audience to raise their hand. All right? All right, I appreciate and salute each and every one of you. The choices I made to serve my country, first in the Air Force and then in public schools, is typical of the path of many veterans who have taken to the path that many veterans have taken to continue our service to our communities. Georgia has more than 600,000 veterans, and almost 30% of them did not vote in the last election. Yeah, tell me about it. And But now they're starting to ask questions because they're being impacted by the proposed cuts to the VA. I know personally because the VA saved my life. The majority of federal employees are as dedicated as I am, and they express their support for our efforts every day to save our jobs. Already, we face incredible waiting times, financial disparities, cuts in educational benefits. These are to the people who raised their hand and took that oath to defend our democracy. If we don't respect our veterans, we don't respect our democracy. I encourage anyone that would like to. My name's Ed Anderson. I'm with Common Defense, and I'll be glad to talk with any of you at any time. Thank you, and God bless you.
Hello, Georgia! Are we ready to fight? I'm Nan Orrock. I'm a state senator for downtown Atlanta. And I'm a former freedom fighter from the 60s. What we're doing today is a national mobilization. We're making history. This is the beginning of the next stage of this struggle to throw these bastards out. We just wrapped a legislative session last night. 22 bills are headed to the governor's desk, bills that the right wing wanted. They were their top priorities, and they got 22 of them. We're going to have to throw out the people that are running this place and put people in that are going to stand up for it. They're more than, we're breaking records right now. You are part of breaking records and making history. And I saw the power of that when I stepped into the March on Washington in 1963. I saw the power of the people. We have to know it, understand it, and act on it. We are the people. We are the power. Fight back. Fight back. Fight back. Get in the streets and rally. Hands off all of us. Hands off our freedoms. Hands off our democracy. Failure is not an option. Are we going to fight back? Yeah! Fight back! Let's go! Let's go! Fight back!
Good afternoon, Atlanta. It's been a long day. I walked over 3.5 miles.
Adam, can you flip your view around because I lost Grayson? Yeah, thank you.
So let's add a little energy to this room. When our rights are under attack, what do we do? What do we do? Thank you very much. I'm the Secretary Treasurer of the Georgia AFL-CIO. Now, we may represent union members in this state, but we fight for every worker who gets up to go to work every day. And look where we are. We're here at Liberty Plaza. Because only in the state of Georgia does Liberty need to be gated and surrounded by a wrought iron fence. President Trump and Elon Musk are trying to make federal workers out to be enemies. Do you think the nurses who care for our veterans are enemies? No! Do you think the people doing research to cure cancer and Alzheimer's are our enemies? No! Do you think the TSA agents that are out there protecting our passengers are enemies? No! I got a call earlier this week from a colleague of mine. His wife called him at 6:30 in the morning. She works at the CDC, and she let him know that her entire department was gone. That's because on Tuesday,
we were looking
April
at the
1st,
crowd behind you, Adam.
2,400 CDC workers got an email that they were terminated from their jobs. Families across Atlanta and across Georgia received phone calls, panic phone calls, tear-filled phone calls of people that didn't know what they were going to do next. And these folks aren't just part of our community. They're our neighbors, they're our friends, and they're our family.
And the CDC isn't just any other federal agency. It is the backbone of America's public health system. So I want to let you guys know that labor is here to stand with you and alongside you. We will fight this in the courts. We will fight this in the streets. We will fight this in our communities. You'll never back down. And labor will never apologize for standing up for the working people in Georgia. Thank you very much.
Hey y'all, my name's Tim Franz and I'm with the American Friends Service Committee. It's so great to be with y'all today. 30,000 people. And we had a team of about 55 working these things, trying to stop traffic, keep people safe, dozens of medical situations that we dealt with. We worked with EMS and we made it through it. And so I just want to give some real love to those of you that are wearing those vests. We got about 200 people that are sticking it out at Memorial Park. Let's give them some love too. I hope you can hear me right now. I want you to raise your hand if you felt powerful today. All right, I want you to grab that power and bring it close to your heart, because guess what? We got to bring it into our daily lives. This is not a one-day event. We need everybody here to become an organizer. Organize your corner. Organize your workplace. Organize your church. Organize your neighborhood. Organize your family. Because these days are so important that we all come together and find each other and meet each other. But we live in revolutionary times. The revolution already happened and we lost. And now is our time. This is when we start to build back. This is when we start to fight back. This is where we say hands off. So here's to tomorrow. Keep that power close to your heart. Let's go.
When I say hands, you say off. Hands off. Hands off. Hands off. Hands off. My name is Alfred Shivy Brooks, and I have the honor of serving as the first active teacher to ever be elected to the Atlanta Public School Board in its 150-year history. This week, Atlanta Public Schools received a letter from the United States Department of Ed that said we have until Thursday, April 8th, to certify that we are removing any remnants of diversity, equity, or inclusion from our district, under the threat of losing the $20 to $30 million of federal assistance that we get to be able to supply education for our kids. I wanted to make sure that Atlanta understood the importance of our local government to making sure that we have people elected on our boards, on our city councils, on our county commissions that will not play games with these people. So please understand that when April 9th comes, we will still have a Department of Equity inside of Atlanta Public Schools.
Y'all are watching the live Atlanta feed of the
Hands
Off
we
protest right now.
The line. Hold the line. Hold the line. Hold the line. Hold the line. Thank y'all so much, and I look forward to having your support. We got tough days ahead of us, but we will make it together. Thank you.
Hey everybody, my name is Bree. Hi, I'm with 5051 Georgia, and some of you may have recognized me from the first march with 5051 Georgia on February 5th. Yep. It has been 2 months today that I have been organizing. What's happening? I had a speech prepared. It was all typed up. I had a delightful human write it for me, and I decided to go rogue because, like, hello, look at me. So I had this amazing interaction and a fond memory just now. Somebody who came to canvass my house last year. It was like June, July. And he's here, and I ran into him and his beautiful wife with one of my other friends, and it just brought all these memories back. And if it wasn't for him getting out in our local Cobb County community, we wouldn't be here, because he came to my door and I invited him into my home, and he inspired me to be out on the streets. Okay? And it is that easy. Okay? You can inspire anybody. You can go and you can meet your neighbors. You can go and you can offer a meal. You can go and you can open your door. You can anything, y'all, anything. When you are out and your mind is open and you are looking for opportunity to be kind and get involved and reimagine what your community can be, that is power. You cannot stop that. Look at this. Look at what we have done. And if it wasn't for 2 people coming and knock on my door, we wouldn't be here today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't stop. Do not stop here. All right, we are done, y'all. That's it. Feel free to head to the Memorial Green if you want to keep hanging out. If you see no, never mind. Don't do that. If you go to the Greenway. Go to the Greenway. Sorry, you can go to Memorial Green. I'm misreading instructions. You can still do that. That way down MLK. Memorial Greenway. We are done here, and we have to get out now.
Yeah.
So, thank you guys so much. Find a friend. Come next time. Bring a buddy. Thank you again.
All right, y'all have been watching the live stream of the Atlanta hands-off protest.
We did a thing.
If you've been with us the whole time, you followed Adam and Grayson and crew from
There he is.
Piedmont Park.
Now you see him.
All the there's the
There's the magical
Grayson. He's been
cameraman.
our wonderful cameraman today. You saw us march. Well, I didn't march. I stood my happy ass right here. But we saw Adam and Grayson march from Piedmont Park to the Capitol building of Georgia in downtown Atlanta. It's about 2.5 miles in this muggy ass weather. And this crowd has just been incredible. We've seen how organized everything is. I hope it brings I hope it gives you a bit of confidence if you were thinking about going and protesting in a place near you. It's been super organized. It's been really safe. It's been really, really well thought out. There were guides all along the way directing folks where to go and all that good stuff.
All right, I got one more person that is wearing a lovely shirt that I decided that we had to talk to.
All right.
Actually, he's gonna look at us. So, what's your name?
I'm Ross.
Ross, and your pronouns?
He, him.
And why are you here today?
I'm here to support all of the people who need a voice, and that we can gather here together to fight against hate and fight against oppression, and that's in the form of the Donald Trump presidency right now. And we need to fight against it and support all the people who need that. And right now, trans youth and just the trans population are under a huge attack, and we got to support them.
Thank you. Thank you for coming out and saying that and being here for it.
Yes, it's so important that we all come together, and I'm glad that this took place, that it sounds like 30,000 people came out today and showed their support to all the people who need it. So that is amazing. That's what we need right now, and that's what America's about.
Yeah, and it's really encouraging to see everybody and to feel the energy together, right? It gives us a little bit of spark to go on for the next week.
To keep us energized, because we need that. Like, just like where they're saying, this doesn't end today, we got to keep going. And this gathering together gets us that energy, gets us that community to then keep going.
Yeah, well said. Thank you so much.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Here.
Thank
we're
you.
TransJoy, and we're that's our website.
I love
share
it.
that, but
thank you.
Thank you. Sorry.
Excellent. That was great.
The shirt was too good. I had to stop.
Yeah, never apologize for grabbing a good conversation.
But yes. So.
All right. Well, Adam.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think that we'll probably sign off then, because we got to leave this little area, and I need to find my wife. unless we want to.
Would Grayson be okay with telling us how his
Do you
experience
want to talk
was?
a little bit? Do you mind?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
All right. Hey, folks, this is my first
All right, here's the real
event out
test.
with
Is
Trans Joy. It's
camera
been an
yourself.
excellent experience to meet some new folks and have a little bit of community, and I'm really excited.
And we only minorly injured him.
I didn't get injured
That's
at
right,
all,
look.
actually. I just fell over a little bit.
They said go to a march. They said have a great
So
time.
tell
they
us a little
said.
bit, because we just met you like a week ago.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about why you're here and why you decided to reach out and meet us next week.
You know, man, I'm trans and I've been lonely and I'm looking for more community, and so I turned up.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the whole story.
That is the whole story, and that's as
You found
simple
it.
as it is, everybody.
Yep.
We are here,
Yep.
and we want you to be here with us. And we're
Yep.
doing some really cool shit. So if you got the time and you got the skills,
We met Grayson.
Yeah, a week ago.
That's right. Yeah, we met him at
Trans Day of
one of our
Visibility.
events, and
Yeah.
and now he's stuck with us.
Now he's stuck with us
Stuck with us
forever
is
and
a strong
ever.
word.
That's right. That's right. No, Grayson, we love having you around. This has been wonderful, and I'm so glad that we're friends now. And yeah, if y'all ever have any interest in coming to any of our
Sure,
events,
fine.
it's a
Don't worry
great
about it.
opportunity to meet more community and hang out with us and meet other folks that are like-minded, and it can be a real chill time.
Yeah.
So as they're signing off, we'll remind you that we've got every third Wednesday starting this
The
April,
16th.
which is, I guess, now we're
The
in April.
16th.
Every third Wednesday, the 16th, we've got an event at Felix's Atlanta. If you're in the area, we would love to have you there. There's going to be mocktails. We do try to do family-friendly events. This one, unfortunately, is going to be 21 and up. So no kids there, but it'll be a nice chill spot. There's going to be specialty drinks, mocktails for those who do not participate.
I am proudly sober,
yeah.
and you can come and have a mocktail with me if you would like to have
Yep.
some community.
Perfect. And we would just absolutely love to see you. It's open to trans folks, non-binary folks, and the people that
Yep.
love us. So allies are always welcome. Come hang out with us. This has been fantastic. Thank you for joining us. TransJoy or trans-joy.com to find anything about us that
All
you're
the
interested in.
things.
And yeah,
Everything.
such a great afternoon.
right.
Really appreciate
This was
y'all.
amazing. Then we're going to sign off here from the Capitol. And I guess we'll hear from you next week, I suppose. We'll
chat at you all
Yeah,
later.
We'll chat at you all later. Don't
Don't-
worry about that.
Don't listen
No,
to him.
I'm
You're fine.
Don't listen to me.
I'm in charge of
Yeah.
this part. Don't worry about it.
Say goodbye, Cal.
Goodbye, Cal.
We're going to sign off.